See, oh, what's going on, everyone? Hope y'all can hear me. I see Mark Rose here. I see Matt Logic 44 and Savage Saint. What's going on, y'all? I do got my toaster oven right here for some fish tacos. You can't see it, but now you can. It's gonna be fish taco Sunday night kind of night right now. Make sure y'all can see me and hear me. Am I live yet? Am I live? I'm live. All right, cool. All right, let's see. Anybody got the fish sticks with them? Oh, okay. Got a bag of fish sticks. I didn't buy these like you buy drugs like in a little baggie. I just didn't want to bring my whole bag of fish sticks out here and leave them sitting out here for 3 hours. So I thought smart, thought ahead, and packed some fish sticks. If you ever need to take fish sticks with you, they fit nicely in these baggies. Throw them in your pocket. Head to your parents' house, grandparents' house, whatever. If you get hungry, got fish sticks on you. Savage Saint says I'm ready to class it up with my Texas cheesesteak. Provolone cheese also in the baggie. Because again, I don't want to bring out all my provolone cheese and have it get all hot. And then ruin my kids' fish tacos for tomorrow's lunch. So we are going to get that started to see. Fish stick tacos. You always want to set your dial here to 425. This just became like a heating up food with Sonny and talking about whatever nonsense. 425. Let's see, put that back right there. It's gonna take about 25 minutes, which is cool because it's a 3-hour live stream. So, and I gotta go to work tomorrow, so who knows how long it'll go. Also, I'm really hoping that it doesn't melt anything that might be too close to it. Just keep an eye on all that stuff today. Let's see what we got. We got 5 people here. All right. Gonna open this up. Mr. Jones may not join. He might be too busy eating fish stick tacos at his own house. So we'll see if he pops in the chat there. Gonna put these fish sticks right here into the oven. Get it cooking. I brought 9 fish sticks because not sure how many tacos I'm gonna eat, but I did eat dinner, which was kind of dumb. I should have skipped it. Gonna get these fish sticks started here. All right, let's see. Let's see. Right there. Want them extra crispy. All right, so let's see. What we talking? Talking She-Hulk. Oh, by the way, did the link work properly today? Cause I was messing with stuff like at 8 o'clock, trying to make sure it was squared away and straight. So I'm hoping the link worked properly. She-Hulk. Did everybody see She-Hulk? All 5 of y'all. Everybody see She-Hulk. Episode 3. The Megan Thee Stallion episode. Oh, by the way, if you want to make sure that you're pairing your fish stick tacos with something, make sure you got a jar full of Pepsi. Pairs very nice with the provolone taste. Also because I have stock in Pepsi, so hey, all right. Let me see. All right. Oh, we got 7 people coming. Oh, 8 people now. All right, cool. Now we're getting started. We got the fish sticks going right here. Uh, I need to figure out how to get a second camera for whatever this app is called that I'm using. Because I could have had a fish stick camera the whole time. I wasn't thinking about it. Maybe I could steal a camera. I wonder if that would work. I should have just mounted a camera right here in front of the fish sticks the whole time. Savage Saint says he saw She-Hulk. Oh, okay. That episode. Yeah. AZ Legends 40, what's going on, man? Says, what up, Sonny Chat? Happy Sunday. Mr. Jones, never heard anything from Megan, but I only know her name from people talking about her online the past few years. I am not too familiar with her music. I know she's from Houston, so I should be, because she's from Texas, but I'm not. I just know she got shot in the foot by another rapper. Apparently she broke up with him, and he got mad, and he shot her in the foot, from what I understand. But that's about as much as I know. But I thought the episode was okay. However, and I've said it on Facebook, I cannot stand when someone makes a special guest cameo and they write it into the script to describe the person's accolades and achievements as if people normally speak like that. It's really irritating. Like instead of just being like, "Oh, Megan Thee Stallion," they were, She-Hulk lady was like, "Oh, you mean Platinum Award, Grammy nominated, blah 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 blah, Megan Thee Stallion?" And you're like, "Come on, nobody really does that." Like, I have never heard anyone say that. Like at my job, um, what's his name? Giancarlo Esposito. I think I got his name right. He came in one time. Everybody was like, "Oh man, that actor dude from Breaking Bad." And I was like, "There's a lot of actors in Breaking Bad," and they're like, uh," but they never once like try to say it as if it's natural. Like they were like, "Oh, star of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul or whatever else things he's in." They didn't say it like that. They said his name, couldn't figure out who it was, and they started naming stuff that he was in. And I was like, "Oh, okay, that dude. Okay, yeah, he was here. Okay, cool." Like my sister, she used to work at Whole Foods. I can say that because she doesn't work there anymore. But she used to work at Whole Foods, and who was it? Mark Paul Gosselaar came in, played Zach Morris. Again, they were like, "Oh, Mark Paul Gosselaar's here," and they're like, "Who's that?" "Oh, he plays Zach Morris." "Oh, okay." They weren't like TV's Zach Morris from the hit TV show Saved by the Bell on NBC. Mark Paul Gosselaar. They didn't say it like that, so it's like, I don't know. I hate when TV shows do that. I think it's dumb. That was the only part that I hated about the show. The twerking was weird, it was silly, but I was okay with that. And then people started posting the picture of She-Hulk and Megan Thee Stallion twerking alongside some comic book frames from She-Hulk. And apparently the comic book was way more off the rails than this TV show has ever been. So it is weird. Clockwork Orange says, "I'll never cry over digital twerking." When I was doing photography, I think I was hired to shoot three twerking competitions, and I think it was the third one I decided to call it quits on twerking competitions because dudes get too wild, and I wasn't cool with that. It's a little bit gross. Like, I literally wanted to fight this one dude, and they told me not to. They were like, "Don't do it, Sonny." They're like, he's a good dude in the rap community. I'm like, I really don't care. Like, he's getting too weird with these girls who are just trying to shake it for 500 bucks. I mean, yes, it sounds weird, but still, I don't know. It was awkward. So I shot three of them, and I was like, I'm done. I'm all right with it. Clockwork Gorge says, "How would you judge the Marvel twerk?" It was bad. Um, because at those competitions, the ladies, they get really acrobatic. We'll say acrobatic with it. Um, if She-Hulk had popped onto her forearms and is twerking in the air, then it would have been like, okay, cool, she's done it before. But just uh, she basically, they were basically taking the instructions from Yin Yang Twins. Say ah ya 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 ya. They were like, she put her hands up on her knees and then her bows on her thighs. She like the twerking that. Yes, she just copied those instructions and then did her twerking. So it's an older style twerking. So if she were in the competition, she probably would not have placed. Uh, Ben, what's going on, man? He says, hey, bro, I know you're busy, but Mafex Gambit reissue's up right now. I sent you the link. Mafex Gambit, is that the one that's which one is that one? Let's see which one that is. Hobby Genki. Mafex. If anybody's looking for the Mafex Gambit, that's a pretty nice one. Okay, it's a pretty nice Gambit. It is up at Hobby Genki for 9,000 yen. I don't know how much that is, but if you need it, it's right there. Yeah, shout out to Ben. He always has them hot links right there. Hot links like sausage. Um, where were we at? Twerking, twerking. That's right. So yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion's like she made She-Hulk look small. That's a big woman. Actually, a friend of mine, he puts local Texas artists' music videos together on DVD, so you can play it in your car, flip your screens down or whatever. And he had a few Megan Thee Stallion videos in there before. That's how I kind of knew who she was. I'm really not familiar with the songs, but I know she's on there. And she was usually larger than all the men that were rapping with her. Clockwork Gorgeous says, "Would you respect your lawyer more if she can twerk?" You know, in Idiocracy, I played a lawyer, and I should have twerked more. That's all I'm saying. I should have twerked more in Idiocracy, and I didn't. So I think that's probably why the movie wasn't as big as it could have been, is because Idiocracy did not feature a twerking lawyer the way She-Hulk did. I just like how people are like, "Oh man, they put twerking in a Marvel movie. What does this world come to?" Like, I mean, it's all make believe, so I don't know why people are so upset about it. Um, Also, that kind of brought out the racism in some people. It's kind of weird. But oh, Ben says Sonny cameo coming up soon. You know, I should hit them up. I should be like, I played a lawyer once, and it was a silly thing too. And they'll be like, we need more silly lawyers in here. I'm like, let's do it. You know what would be cool? I mean, rest in peace to Phil Hartman. But if they had Lionel Hutz cameo in She-Hulk, that would be dope too. And I hope everyone knows who Lionel Hutz is. Oh, by the way, for the what do we got? 12 people now. So for the 7 people that joined since we first started, I do have fish sticks cooking right here, and I got my bag of provolone cheese ready. I also heated up some tortillas earlier, so we're getting these fish stick tacos going. Um, sorry, Savage Saint Texas cheesecake and a jar of Pepsi. Jay Spigs, what's going on, man? I don't know if you heard. Ben just said that they re-released they did a reissue of the Mafex Gambit on Hobby Genki, in case you're looking for them. Ben Solis' air fryer fish sticks. You know what? I tried air fryer fish sticks and they weren't crispy enough for me. I don't know if they weren't left in long enough or what. That was the first time I tried fish stick tacos. They were in the air fryer. They weren't crispy enough for me. They were still light colored. And I was like, nah, I want them almost black. Rick Jones, what's going on? It says sponsored by Provolone Cheese. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna slang cheese like this from now on. Be at work in the break room, and I see people eating their sandwich. I'm like, psst, I got that provolone, and they'll be like, oh, how much? And I'll be like, first one's free, and hand them a slice, and then they'll be back the very next day, paying top dollar for provolone. Weasel says you're gonna put some fancy tartar sauce on the tacos. Incorrect. Tartar sauce looks gross. Tartar sauce looks like spoiled cottage cheese. Don't mess with it. Can't do tartar sauce. It's all chunky. Like like when you like I assume tartar sauce feels like a reverse if you throw up. Like if you eat the oh, I don't know about eating throw up. I don't know. It's chunky. It's weird to me. It looks disgusting. I know someone's gonna be like, my tartar sauce is smooth. Okay, I don't. I guess I'm not sure. Whenever I see tartar sauce, I'm like, that looks like the worst thing in the earth. That looks like mayonnaise with pickles in it. Now that I've said mayonnaise, I don't know if that's gonna summon Plasty, but I hope he's here for the fish stick tacos. But we're talking about She-Hulk twerking lawyers. Vince Solis, yeah, don't need throw up. Yeah, don't need throw up. Probably shouldn't need throw up. I'm pretty sure it's like 4 out of 5 doctors recommend you don't need throw up. Um, it's probably that fifth doctor's just like, oh, it's homeopathic. Like some people eat placenta. I think it's weird, but they do. And yeah, I did watch a whole TV show on people that eat placenta because I was not concerned. I was curious about it. Um, not curious enough to be like, man, fry me up some of that placenta. I'll take some with some beans. But yeah, no, they fry it up and then they eat it. And it's not like the lady who has the baby fries it and eats it herself. She fries it and she invited her family over. And her family was like, oh yeah, we feel we're a part of her now. And like, I think that's cannibalism, if I'm not mistaken. Or it should be. It should be considered cannibalism. But people eat that. It's really weird. It's not even a fetish. It's just they just eat it for some odd reason. See, there we go. Yeah, don't eat throw up. Don't eat placenta. I think that's about the gist of today's topics. No, we talking about She-Hulk twerking. I love that the chat is so late, so I'll be like, oh, twerk, twerk, twerk. Don't eat placenta. Uh, Gross. Weasel says, pass on the placenta, more mommy milk from me. Mm. Ben says, very weird, made my stomach feel weird. Yeah, no, like okay. I will watch documentaries about weird stuff that I'm not even into. I'll just be like, man, oh, okay, that's what they're doing. Let's go and check this out. But I did see one about they eat placenta. Um, I saw documentary stuff about the people that put them hooks and hang themselves from ceilings and stuff and swing and everything on them. Yeah, you won't catch me doing that. It was interesting. They were all, and every person that they showed, like they were like, oh, back in high school, I was a loner, I was a nobody, and they're like always really nerdy. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I didn't wear glasses in high school. I've been hanging myself from hooks through my back and stuff. Um, but yeah, that's another weird thing. Hey, let me find out what kind of weird stuff is the chat into. Y'all let me know. And we're getting weird because let's face it, fish stick tacos aren't the most common thing to eat. How's it 20 minutes and this is barely going? Okay. I think we got about 8 more minutes on these right here. And for the people who weren't here before, I have a toaster oven right here. Uh, Rick Jones says, eat placenta to get closer to Jesus. I don't think that's how that works. Weasel says, here in Texas, we prefer smoked placenta. That sounds awful, man. That sounds way worse. Coming soon to Franklin's Barbecue. Ah, man. Jay's Fix says, yo, I'm back. Had to get Gambit. I was already doing the order when you said it. Oh, sweet, man. Let's see. Ooh, I do not know how to say that name, but into Futanari. I have no idea what Futanari is. I need some further explanation on that one. AZ Legends 480s into adult toy collecting. Have you ever gotten one of those big Japanese 1/1 scale dolls? I'm assuming those are considered adult toy, maybe adult companion. Um, synthetic companion. I'm not sure how they would consider those. Um, yeah. Jay Speak says you're not getting get, but I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on that gambit. Uh, them shipments they hit all at once, it's like, yeesh. So I think I'm gonna pass on that gambit though. I'm gonna live vicariously through y'all with the gambit. AZ Legend 40 says, not that adult. Oh damn, Ben says gambit's gone already. Yeah, you know when they reissued Spider-Man and Venom, those went fast too. I don't even know if I got them. I tried. I don't know if it went through though. Rick Jones says, I just smoked too much decriminalized California weed. See, that's not even weird no more. Like it's getting decriminalized everywhere. Here in Texas, they accidentally decriminalized it. Um, so you could smoke, and it's not illegal. It's a weird little law that they made, and they accidentally decriminalized it in Texas. It's not legal, but it's not criminalized either. Jay Speaks says, "Bro, don't pass through 4 easy payments with PayPal." I I don't know if I did that with the Spider-Man. That Hobby Genki, that's a weird website though. I don't know how to use it properly. But Ben said it's gone already, so we says placenta jerky anyone. I would imagine it's tough. I'd imagine that it's already like moist beef jerky, like it's moist jerky. I'd assume. Uh, by the way, my stomach's pretty strong, so I'm still gonna eat these fish stick tacos, even though all this conversation going on about placenta. Um, well, some boxers drink their own pee. I don't know why that came up too, but I don't do that either. I did see, God, what was his name? Is it Juan Manuel Marquez? I think he was the one that does it. He was like, it puts my nutrients back into my body. I looked that up. That's not true. Um, because the doctors are like, no, when you urinate, you're getting rid of whatever your body did not need. Don't put it back in your body, and that's what they're doing. There we go. Here we go. We got a. Did you order Mezco Ghost Rider? No, I did not. Um, that was a really expensive one. That one I couldn't justify. I was like, ooh, I don't know. But I do want to know what the HasLab's coming out. That looks interesting. AG Legend 40 says, imagine it tastes like three pus. I don't know, man. It could. I don't know. I thought it was just like a what is it called? Amniotic sac. I might be saying that wrong. Ben Solis says, you mess with menudo. I do not. I cannot stand menudo. I'm one of those ones that cannot stand menudo. I don't even like when I go somewhere and someone's with me and they order menudo and they got a fan that's blowing the menudo smell in my face. I don't even like that. I can't do menudo. My dad doesn't do menudo either. Olu, what's going on? It says happy Sunday. Rick Jones says amazing because I have cousins who did time in Texas for weed. Oh yeah, I have cousins who are still in for weed and it got decriminalized. I want to say maybe 3 years ago. It's called a hemp law, and you can have hemp as long as it doesn't have a certain amount of THC. But there's no way to test how much THC is in anything, so can't have it. Can't tell if it's illegal or not. Eventually, he's leaving. Weasel says Menudo's my favorite band. Ricky Martin really did a lot for Menudo. Actually, wasn't he in a lawsuit or something now? So now Menudo's bad again. Let's see. Savage Saint says, okay, I'm settled in. Got out of work a bit late, but I'm fully here now. Let the fish stick extravaganza begin. It's almost there. I've got this much on the timer left. It says, what up, everyone in chat? Bon appetit. Rick Jones says, Menudo's made with cow stomach, right? Yes. Jay Speak says, Menudo's a band. The band is also made from cow stomach. And also, you could throw pig's feet in there, too. You can throw anything in Menudo. Menudo is like If you em- empty out your kitchen drain and there was food left in there, you could scoop it up and throw it in there and call it menudo. Ben Soli says Mafex movie miles reissues up right now, also on the same site. Dang, they put everything up. But that same website, like I said, that they owe me a Spider-Man still. I don't know what happened to it. Let's see. Do you have any Figma figures? Figma. I have a knockoff Figma that I bought from Wish for like $4 one time, and that's as close as I got to Figma. I did try to pre-order. Man, it's been like I would say it's been about a year and a half now. Um, the museum pieces, the Venus de Milo, I think it was. The which other one? The Thinker. And one of the other ones. I tried to pre-order those a long time ago. Like I said, it's probably been about a year and a half off of BBTS. I don't know what happened to them. They look cool though. They got a lot of interesting things. Jace Big says bone apple teeth. AG. Ben says never done pig's feet. Oh, you ain't done menudo right then. I'm saying that as someone who doesn't eat menudo. Uh, AZ Legends 40 says garbage disposal scraps. You trying to you trying to ruin menudo? Oh, did you hear my ping? Ooh, look at that. Man, wish you was smell-o-vision right now. Uh, Ben says I love menudo until I started looking at it for long. That honeycomb looking meat makes me feel weird sometimes. Dude, all the stuff in there. You're like, what is this? Is this hominy? Is this a lima bean? Weasel says, I mean, sausage and brats are inside pig intestines. Yeah, but they come in a nice little package. Like, I think if you put menudo in a sausage casing, maybe I'd try it. I don't know. Savage Saint says, I run restaurants, by the way. Asked my chef to throw it on the specials. Dude shot me a look like he wanted to slap me and lost it laughing. We're about to show him what it's all about. Let's see. AZ Legends 40 says, my tia always put the pig pata in the menudo, but I ain't never touched it. I used to see how people just kind of eat around it. I'm like, I think you're supposed to take that piece out and just bite a chunk out of it. Jay Speaks says, bro, where the hell Plastic Blurred been? I don't know, man. He's been going crazy at HEB. He moved to a town where there's a HEB grocery store, and he's been posting a lot that he finds stuff at HEB and Target and stuff out there. So he's finding stuff. Got my tortillas here. Okay. Now I know I said corn tortillas. However, if y'all looking at this, y'all like Sonny, that consistency looks kind of suspect there. I didn't make this tortilla. I'll be honest with you, it's not homemade. HEB makes some called mixla. It is a corn flour tortilla hybrid. So we're gonna try that out tonight. I didn't want my tortilla breaking on live on the live stream. Get my bag of cheese. And no, I didn't buy this bag of cheese off the street, okay? For anybody that just joined. I just didn't want to bring all my food out here and let it get all spoiled while I'm live streaming. You want to take the cheese and break it up first of all. That way, it fits across the entire tortilla right there. See that right there? All right, cool. Actually, we're gonna do it like that, kind of. Ooh, make it fill the whole thing. All right. Let's see. Ben Solis says them HEB tortillas. You know it, man. All right. And get your fish stick. One fish stick. Two fish sticks. Three fish sticks into the fish stick taco. Roll it up. Now, if you want, because the tortilla is a little bit cool on the cooler side now, you can always toss it back in there to keep it warm. I'm gonna throw them tortillas in there with the rest of these fish sticks to keep that warm. And you got your fish stick taco, everyone. Now, my wife did mention that I should tell everybody, hey, don't stop at fish stick tacos. Fish sticks can be used for anything. She gave me the idea. I might have to try it. Throw some chips and throw some melted cheese. Cut up some fish sticks. Throw fish stick pieces on there. Fish stick nachos. Very versatile food right here. Uh, Jay Speaks says you tripping that cheese is cold. It's not too cold, man. It's room temperature at this point. Uh, AZ Legend says a florin tortilla. Yes. Oh man, I like that. Florin. Clower. Yeah, florin sounds better. Weasel says, well, I finally got my wish. Cooking with Sonny episode. You know what? It's called Heating Up Food with Sonny. I think I'm gonna do that on my comedy channel. Just do Heating Up Food with Sonny. I'll be like, hey gang, have you ever once make the perfect hot pocket? Well, stay tuned and we'll show you how it's done. And then just like heat up a hot pocket in the microwave. Let's see. Is this a mukbang stream? I have no idea what that means. See, Malls Halls. There you go. Seems legit. It's legit. Ben says we need a barbecue stream next. Hey, I'll be grilling tomorrow. I don't unless it rains. Hopefully it doesn't. Weasel says cold cheese gross. Hey, it's not cold cheese. It's room temperature. You saw how easy it folded? That's room temperature right there. Hey, Rick Jones got it here. He says fish sticks chili. Uh Savage Saint. Thanks for clarifying. I was gonna ask your provolone plug was. Yeah, it's no, it's from a 12 pack, but I didn't want to bring all 12 cheese slices out here. But see, provolone doesn't flop that easily unless it's room temperature. So it's not cold cheese, it's room temperature. I'm gonna go ahead and flip my mic up real quick so I can take a bite. So y'all don't hear any sort of like orgasmic sounds come through. I don't want people to be like, oh, what are y'all watching? Yeah. No, we're watching a guy eat fish sticks. Let's see. Jay Speaks says, bro, you got the realest live. We don't cut cutting trees with Sonny, burning the cut trees with Sonny, being scared with Sonny, and now cooking with Sonny. It's keeping it versatile. Smoking Joe P85 is going on, man. About to eat this fish stick taco. Provolone cheese, mixilla tortilla, which is corn flour hybrid, and 3 fish sticks in there. And then you roll it up, and just lick the end of it real quick, hold it down tight. Search mukbang on YouTube, trust nothing weird. Wow. I'm gonna check that out. Mukbang. Mr. Jones has joined the chat. Said fish stick taco sounds like a struggle food. I ain't trying to struggle again. Man, I wish we had provolone cheese when we were struggling. Okay, stick with corn tortillas. The flour or this mixilla, it doesn't give the same taste to it. So stick with corn tortillas. I might even go get some corn tortillas instead of using this one. Rick Jones says, any sauce? I don't do sauces, but feel free to throw any type of sauce in there that you like. If y'all had heard me, it was crunching like crazy. But fish stick taco, you roll it up like that, throw it back in the toaster oven, heat it up a little bit more. You can have a little taquito with fish sticks. Now, am I gonna open up a food trailer featuring these? Yes. In 4 years, you're gonna see Sonny's fish stick tacos all over the place. And when I say all over the place, I'll be selling them out the back of my Avalanche. But yeah, if you want sauce, go pick some sauce out. Like I said, it pairs well with a jar of Pepsi. So You can have alcohol if you want as well. Mr. Jones says he's gonna hurl. Rick Jones says tapatio sauce, ketchup. I don't know how ketchup would work with provolone. You gotta remember it's provolone cheese in there. It's not just some random cheese. Matt Lodge says, "Hey, dry dogging it." I don't do sauces. I do gravy. I don't think gravy would give it the same feel if I use gravy. I'm trying to think how it would taste inside peppered country gravy. Man, y'all got me thinking now. That might work. The pepper with the provolone taste. That might work right there. Thor got him. Jarro Pepsi. That's right. Jay Speaks says, "What if you put some tartar sauce?" CJ, you missed it earlier. To me, tartar sauce looks too much like spoiled cottage cheese. I don't mess with tartar sauce. Also, I wish my mom was here so she could say tartar sauce because for some odd reason she really hits that tar very hard, and it always made me feel really embarrassed when we would go to Long John Silver's. She'd be like, "Let me get that fish and chicken combo. Can I make sure you get a bunch of tartar sauce?" And I'm like, "Why do you say it like that, mom? It sounds really weird." Clockwork Gorgeous says, "I'm cooking a frozen ribeye right now. I think I can make it work." A frozen ribeye? Oh man, gotta thaw it out, dude. Logic 44 says, "Even some slaw." Ben says, "I don't think gravy is a sauce. It's like its own thing." Is it? All right. Thor got him jarro sauce. There you go. Jay Smith says, "Since you don't do sauce, we can call it tartar gravy." Rick Jones says, "How about a gravy dip?" The gravy dip might work. That's what I'm thinking. The gravy dip might work. Yeah, the tortilla is definitely better with regular straight up corn. I might have to go get for some odd reason at HB the other day. What did I buy? I bought is it ground beef? I think I bought ground beef, and they're like, "Hey, you bought ground beef? You get a free pack of mini street taco tortillas." Those are all corn. I might have to go get those. Throw them in here for a bit, heat them up, and then eat them that way. Ben says, "I don't know how people actually eat Long John Silver's. I always hated it. I think it's okay. I get tired of the taste. I don't eat the fish there. I eat the chicken, which tastes like fish. Um, it's all right." James Biggs says, "Soon we're gonna get choking on a live with Sonny this dry taco." Savage Saint says, "Slap some Frank sweet chili sauce on that bad boy. Call it a day. Instant mouth fiesta." You know what? I like I like the phrase mouth fiesta now. Rick Jones says, "Flour tortillas are for gringos." Hey, I like flour tortillas. Let's try to think what's the best thing. Cause corn tortillas are good at breakfast. Flour tortillas okay too. Um, I don't think there's any time where a flour tortilla would take precedence over a corn tortilla. I still eat them though. Let's see. How do you keep in shape? Tell us your secret formula. So I eat fish tacos, right? Actually, you know what? Someone did mention that one time. Because they were like, "Sonny, you eat," well, at work, they were like, "Sonny, you eat the worst out of all of us in this group. How are you the thinnest?" Then we started breaking it down. I don't eat sauces, like, ever, really. And everyone else does. And so we assume it's due to my lack of sauce intake. Thorgottom says the red robin sauce would maybe work, but we need some picoso added to it. Thorgottom says yeah for burrito. I mean, I've eaten a bean and cheese burrito with a flour tortilla and with a corn tortilla. It didn't really make a difference. I've eaten also. Oh, you know what? Them gas station burritos. Y'all eat gas station burritos? I love gas station burritos. I don't even know what that is. That crust. It's like pie crust or something. It's weird. That works better. Uh, Thorgum says I use corn for tacos, flour for burritos. You could do that. Savage Saint says at Jay's Fix 100 Sunny's like the Swiss Army knife of lives. I like that people popping in brand new are gonna be like, this isn't even about toys. Excuse you, I'm in a toy box. What are you talking about? Packaged. Um, yeah, no, this the I'm glad I experimented this with y'all. Stick to straight up corn tortillas on there. That's what it's all about. See, Mad Logic 44, Thor got him. He gave you a thumbs up. He agrees. Corn for tacos, flour for burritos. I don't know. You can switch it up. Actually, you know what? Because here in Texas, if you get a breakfast taco, it's probably gonna be in a flour tortilla, unless you ask for corn. So it's a bit of a difference there. Or I guess you could interchange them. I just ain't never seen a big corn tortilla. Usually corn tortillas are smaller than flour, which I don't understand because if you get corn chips, a quarter of the corn chip, well, corn chip is a triangle, like a quarter of a tortilla would be. But if you put four of them together, they're bigger than what a corn tortilla is. I think someone's lying. Either those ain't corn chips and them are flour chips, or corn tortillas for some reason shrink when they get to us. Something's not adding up. I'm gonna do that experiment too. Like, actually, I did that one time. Someone was like, "Oh, you ate three tortillas? Oh, you're fat." And I was like, you just ate a whole bag of chips." Like, it's literally every four chips you eat is a full tortilla, and that's why I'm in shape and or I'm skinny, and they're not. But I should have had like an actual. I got LED lights. I should have had an actual incandescent bulb. I could just kind of heat up my fish stick taco there while I'm at it. Jay Speak says puts Doritos away. Mr. Jones says Sonny's breath gotta be kicking like Jackie Chan right now. Man, the cheese balances out the fish taste. Like I said, the corn tortilla is the better tortilla though. I'm kind of glad that I used this one so I can at least see it. But or extra schmanky schmank. I don't have a clue what a schmanky schmank is. I'm not sure what that's supposed to replace in that sentence. Lorgam says, "Get any new?" Um, not that I haven't thrown up on Instagram. Like I said, BBTS still got some other stuff holding. Uh, I don't know when they'll be in, but that last loot pile I got is like the last thing that I got. Of course, the Jizz Band figures came from Hasbro. They go really well with the Pink Skull Chaos Club. Miss Jones says, use context clues, you'll know what a schmanky schmank is. I could use that. It could be used for several spots. um, I guess two mostly. Thor says, I got the Crocmaster with Fiona. I did get that. That's cool. I got that sitting right over there. You know, a lot of people were all like, oh, I mostly got it for Fiona. I like the Crocmaster figure. I think it's a good figure. I mean, yeah, he looks like a gimp, but hey, it still looks cool. Yeah, I like that figure though. I like that set. The boots, I think they could have been done a little bit better. But other than that, it's a pretty good figure. Mr. Jones says I first heard it on the anime Sorcerer Hunters. Man, so doing photography, uh, I used to hear women call their schmanky schmank all kinds of different things. Um, Probably the most popular one was hoo ha, which always made me think of Busta Rhymes when they were like, "Oh my hoo ha." I'd be like, hoo ha, got you all in check." Uh, I know Busta Rhymes says woo ha, but still it sounded similar. Let's see. Thor Gotham says this dope. Crocmancer's nuts looking. Yeah, I like him though. I like the way he looks. It's just bizarre, but I like it. Smoke Joe P85 says last thing I got was a Soto Donnie Mikey 2 pack. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one. Thor Gotham says it's cool though. Mr. Jones says the character said take one girl's I don't know how to say this. Take one girl's bahuba jubes and another girl's schmanky schmank and put them together for hit the perfect woman. What? Oh, bahuba jubes. I like that. Rick Jones says figuring Don and Modal Nodes, aka the Cantina Band of Bith from A New Hope. That's the one. I had no idea how to say those names. Like I kept trying to use hashtags on TikTok and on Instagram, and I had to keep going back to the packaging to see how to spell their names. I had no idea what they were called. Uh, yeah, they're weird looking figures. I like them though. I like the little accessory sets that they come with too. Cause they had figuring Dahan or something, and then the other one is what's the other guy's name? Nanal Cleep or something like that. I probably got that completely wrong. Nalal, Nanal, something like that. Mr. Jones says last figure I got was Future Foundation Stealth Suit Spidey, but I don't really do Legends anymore. Forgot I had them on order. I hear so many bad things about that figure. From the paint to the warped legs on it. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I gotta cancel that pre-order. Mr. Jones says, oh, and McFarlane Bane. God, that McFarlane Bane. I hated the Build-A-Figure Bane, connect, whatever Bane they call it. I hated that Bane. And then that other one came out, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But then I keep seeing everybody post pictures. I'm like, damn, that's a pretty cool looking Bane. So I don't know now. I'm torn on that one. Uh, but yeah, that Bane does look pretty good though. Who was it? OC Nerd Swagger. He posted that one, and I think he had, yeah, I had mentioned something. I was like, oh, that Bane looks cool for twice the price, or not twice the price, but a little over than twice the price. You get the Storm Collectibles Bane. He actually said he preferred McFarlane Bane over the Storm Collectibles Bane. I was shocked. Rick Jones says, I'm happy to order a NECA Usagi Yojimbo from Target. No more FOMO. I saw those. I saw the 4 of them at Target the other day. It looks cool. I don't know. I can't. In NECA, I'm really selective. Like, I don't know. I don't trust NECA. I mean, if you have a toaster oven, you can throw a NECA figure in there so that way you can warm it up a little. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. Mr. Jones says, I don't really have problems with that Spidey. I don't know. I keep seeing people's post their pictures and it does not look good. Dark Blue says, hello everybody. Jay Speak says, that's a pretty looking Bane. Did I say pretty looking Bane? Oh, okay. Uh, it is a pretty looking Bane. No, the first Bane was, the first Bane was garbage, man. People were like, oh, I can't get his legs to stay. You could get his legs to stay. You just gotta force them in there and twist them. Uh, Shove it in and twist. That's always my suggestion. That Bane you could get to stick together. It just had terrible articulation and it was terrible. But the new one looks cool. But I didn't pre-order it. I got Man Bat instead with the weak ankles. Um, yeah, that sucks. Man Bat could have been a cool figure. I need to do a review so I can warn everybody about its ankles. It would have been a good figure though. It just wasn't properly executed. It's not a pretty bat, Man Bat. I keep forgetting I have taco on my hand. Savage Saint says stealth suit isn't worth the markup at all. At Jace Figs is the first appearance a better fig because it's leaner. Hey, Jace Figs is killing it with those photos. So yeah, that first appearance looks dope. Ben says can't wait to get that first appearance. Spotty looks amazing. Miss Jones says couldn't get the legs and wrist in the first one. And contacted McFarlane customer service and they shipped me a complete one with issues fixed for free. I sold mine, but yeah, I was like, that was a terrible figure. AZ Legend 40 says, wrap it up in a Florent tortilla, then shove it in a twist. There you go. Oh no. Mr. Jones says, only paid $27 after shipping from Amazon for my stealth suit. Ben says, I know you need some water, Sonny. No, so I got my jar of Pepsi. Keep it handy right there for me. I'm trying to take too big of bites, because then I leave y'all like silent for too long. Jay Speak says, it's absolutely, it's not just the leaner, the diaper area is made so the legs go higher. Arms cross more, it's just a better figure all around. Man. Rick Jones says, I got a Black Series Emperor Palpatine this week. Not very excited. I saw that figure at Target. I didn't, yeah, I didn't, nothing made me want to get it. I saw the C3PO too, the Archive Series one, and I don't know, but to me it looks like there's a bar connecting the arm, so the arms don't bend. Which I don't know, but in Star Wars do those arms not bend? I'm lost on that one. I guess I never paid attention that his arms can't bend. Is he like stuck like that the whole time? I have no idea. Like when I saw the figure like that, I started thinking, I'm like, is that how he is in the movie? If so, I mean it's very accurate. I'm not gonna buy the figure because I need to be able to move it, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of awkward. National, what's going on, man? Says, what up, Sonny? Sorry I'm late. Was watching the new Lord of the Rings show on Amazon. I haven't checked that out yet. I hear everybody getting mad because there's no black people in it. Or no, there's black people in it, but there's not black people in the older ones. And so they're like, was there a mass like genocide? And then I was like, are they Mexicans in there? I've never find out about that. But I haven't seen the new Lord of the Rings. I'm pretty sure I will end up watching it with the wife though because she loves those stories. Dark Lulu says I got the Ned Peter 2 pack, enjoying it way more than I probably should. That pack looks really nice though. As I as I say that, Jay Figs, I canceled that Ned Peter 2 pack. I like that it comes with the Spider-Man mask for Ned. I think that was a cool touch. Miss Jones says I need to order that twerking She-Hulk and some extra batteries. Oh man. Ben says Ned looks like a fun figure. I saw someone had they took the Ned figure and then like painted his chest skin color and they put the Gilgamesh head on there and then like a overcoat. It looked pretty cool. It looked like Gilgamesh was a lawn guy. but it looks cool. Jay Spix says, I'm hoping to find that Ned Peter two pack on clearance. I don't think that's gonna hit clearance, man. I don't think it is. I think Ned was too much of a likable character that people are gonna want it anyway. Age Legends 480 says, when I was little, my Asian neighborhood ice cream man would call Pepsi Pepchi. I think it was he was at bites. Hey, what is my aunts used to they didn't call it Pepsi either. They call it Betsy, like Betsy, but with a P. Miss Jones says I canceled the two pack as well. What? Everybody canceling on Ned. Savage Saint says thanks, Chase Figs. Guess I gotta get the animated one now too. Probably not in that sarcastic tone. I may have read too much into that sentence. Um, Savage Saints will need clarification if that is a genuine gratitude or sarcastic, because I read it sarcastically. Miss Joe says only room, only room for one chubby dude in this household. Was it Fastos? Fastos is a chubby guy. Fastos is a chubby figure. Uh, it's not that good of a figure. Like the Eternal, I know everybody's like, "Oh, the Eternals wave sucks." It didn't. The whole wave didn't suck. Sprite, Gilgamesh, and Icarus were actually pretty good figures. Age of Legends 480 says, I like that two pack. I think that two pack has a lot going for it. Dark Lewis says, the head sculpts are great except for the second, Derpy Pete. That second head sculpt. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they did that one. I do want to see what it looks like with that Walmart exclusive Spider-Man Tom Holland figurehead, which I have that one on the Iron Spidey body, I think, because I think it looked cooler that way. Let me get it actually. Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, they had this head sculpt already. Like they could have just tweaked this a little bit if they needed to. Hey Ben, later man. Thanks for jumping in. Jay Speak says I need the animated one now as well. I'm passed because I wasn't expecting much from it. The cell shaded one, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't care that I didn't get it. Miss Jones, now I'm the only Chubbs up in here. Yeah, I figured that, man. Uh, I just wanted you to admit that you had Fastos in your collection. Savage says, yeah, not so much, but it's your show, brother. Run with it if you want. All right, Savage State says, "Hey, thanks, Chase Figs. Guess I gotta get that animated one now too." Did that sound friendlier? I think I should read everything sarcastically for the next 30 minutes. Ola says, "Finally invested in a prepaid card to deal with pre-orders. Hate owing money." Was that sarcasm? I don't know if that was sarcasm. Chase Figs says, Sonny, now you're gonna have to delete this live for saying some of the Eternals figs were great. It's getting demonetized anyways. See, that was sarcastic. That was a sarcastic sentence from Jay Speaks. Mr. Jones says, I own zero Eternal figs. Even at $2, I couldn't grab them. They're not bad figures. Amiga, I thought I had Icarus and Sprite on the show one time. Not the actors, but the figures. Love the movie, don't love the figs. Dude, you love the movie and didn't like the figs. I didn't think the movie was that great. It wasn't as bad as people said it was. I wouldn't go be like, oh, it was one of the best movies. It was better than Morbius. It was better than Thor 2. I would. It's better than Miss Marvel. It was better than. I'd say it's probably better than Hawkeye. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Uh, yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't say I loved it, but it wasn't that bad. I did hate how, like I said, can't think of his name now. Um, Kumail, uh, what was his character's name? God, I can't think of his name now. How he wussed out at the last minute. He's like, oh no, I can't fight both of y'all. I can't pick a side. I'm out of here. Jay Speak says, right now Sonny sounds like Sandman. I'm not a bad guy. I've just had bad luck. Not all Eternal speakers are bad. They're just they're all terrible. I haven't seen Sandman yet either. Mr. Jones says, wasn't better than Howard the Duck, but I still really liked it. Howard the Duck. You know, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Kingo, thank you, Darth Clueless. I was like, man, his name is right there. Uh, Kingo, I did not. I like the actor, dude. I seen him do stand up live. Really funny dude. He was also in a Mike Judge production, um, Silicon Valley. I was excited to see him in the MCU, and then he pulled that stunt, and I was like, this is waste. Why was he even here? Made me upset. Then he was in Obi-Wan. Made me upset again. I watched the second episode. I think it's second or third episode, and made me upset again. I was like, what are they doing with this dude, man? They're wasting his talents. Oh, Jay Speaks says, nah, bro, Sandman from Spider-Man movie, Tobey Maguire. Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right. He did say that. Uh, yeah, hey, Thomas Hayden Church was in Idiocracy with me. So it's kind of like we're homies. He just doesn't know me. You know, it is what it is. I just bit my lip there. So while I didn't choke, I still suffered an injury. Um, I ain't seen Howard Duck in a long time, since the days of VHS tapes. And not because someone owned it on VHS, somebody recorded it when HBO was free for the weekend. When you go record all those movies on VHS, put like 3 movies on one cassette tape, then you got free movies that way. My aunt used to do that all the time. She had like a whole room or hallway dedicated to all the movies that she recorded, and she cataloged them. It was like a most bootleg Best Buy. Jay Spix says, "Ayo, Sonny, chill, bro." Rick Jones says, "I don't like Eternals because of the mediocrity." Yeah, it was. I mean, it was like I said, it was okay. It wasn't terrible. I wouldn't call it terrible. Um, Mr. Jones says, "Watching Sonny masticate. I'm sure there's a subsection of people on the internet that love those kind of streams." Welcome to Mastication Hour with Sonny. I'm gonna do that as soon as I get monetized. I'm gonna have Mastication Hour for all the people who are subscribed. Um, we can masticate together. You know, I'll put up, whatever I'm gonna masticate to, and y'all let me know what y'all are gonna be masticating to, and it'll be one big mastication. What is it? Group mastication. Actually, think about it. Group mastication is anytime you go eat at any restaurant, unless you're the only person there. Then it's weird. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Go to restaurants. Do you mind if I masticate over here? Whoa. Um. Oh yeah, but Eternals. Also, oh, you know what though? I got this figure dirt cheap and I like it. I don't know, but I really like this figure. I think it was kind of wasted in the movie, but I really like this figure though, man. Like I'm not even gonna lie, I like this one. Jace Vick says, yeah, let me know when that live is happening ahead of time because I'm down to skip. Miss Jones says, this mastication station. Rick Jones says, strange we don't poop in groups. I mean, I don't know. If you're in a public bathroom, I guess. Or you mean like where we could see each other? I don't know about all that, but yeah, this figure I like. Man, I like this figure. Mr. Jones, if you're gonna get one Eternals figure, make it Crow. I got him when GameStop did a clearance and then like a sale on the clearance, and the clearance had a clearance sale, and then we had to use my $5 coupon. I got him for like $4. But yeah, this figure is dope. I like this one. I know there's other arms around here somewhere. My kid was playing with it. There we go. Yeah, I don't know who designed this one at the Marvel team at Hasbro, but this is a dope figure. Rough and Tough says while making eye contact. Uh, the eye contact mastication hour. Imagine holding hands while pooping. What? What? Okay, that could happen if you think about it. If uh, if like I have bowel issues and I haven't pooped in 3 days, and then it's finally happening, I'm gonna want to hold somebody's hand. I don't know who would not want to hold somebody's hand at that point. So there's got to be a thing for that. Clockwork Gorgeous says that'll be what I imagine giving birth is like. It's pretty much what it is. Although did I? No, I didn't hold my wife's hand. Nah, like it was messed up. Well, it wasn't messed up. It was cool because I had a lot to do. But when my young one was born, I was in the hospital right there. Like I guess I'll wait for my baby to come out, and the doctor was all like, "You," and I'm like, "Me or where are all the nurses at?" And he's like, "You," and I was like, "Me?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Here, give her this oxygen, and we're gonna have to help her push." And I'm like, "What?" So I was administering oxygen while trying to help pull her leg, and it was just like the baby would come out and stuff. And I didn't get to hold her hand. I was too busy delivering the baby. Uh, so yeah, that sucks. I didn't even get to hold her hand while she's going into labor. So I don't know now if pooping is with holding somebody's hand is the same thing. Now Clockwork Orgy has me confused about that whole thing. Robin Tuff says, "What if your neighbor poops green?" If my neighbor poops green, hey Robin Tuff, is this neighbor eat a lot of vegetables, or what did you have for dinner? Rick Jones says constipation is like giving birth. Terrible. Sonny Hauser MD. No, you know what's crazy? Because the doctor he was all like, "Oh, you gotta handle her O2 levels. You need to make sure her O2 levels are good." And I was like, "I'll represent it because that's my zip code 78702. It's where I'm born and raised. So I always represent that O2 on people." And the fact that he was all like, "Make sure her O2 levels are good," I was like, "Ha! Oh wait, that's right. Gotta grab this mask thing." And the messed thing was, we still had to pay full price for that baby delivery. Like they didn't even give us a employee discount or anything like that. It was kind of like the self checkout lane at Walmart. Like that's how that's how I that's that's a horrible analogy for how my kid was born. Uh, hey Sonny, how was your kid? How was the labor? How's the pregnancy? Oh, it's cool. It's like you ever been to a self checkout at Walmart? It's kind of like that. Uh, Mr. Jones says I've heard some. Holding hands, pooping. I've heard some women poop when giving birth. That's why they ask them to use the bathroom before, and that is true. They make you fast now, so you don't poop all over the doctor. Um, I've heard also that women fart a lot too when they're giving birth, and so sometimes birth can be smelly. Mine was not smelly, thankfully. Also, Cause my wife, she was like, they were like, don't eat, cause you're gonna have the baby on this day. Don't eat. And they're like, you can eat ice chips. And I was like, we're in this together. I'm not gonna eat either. And the nurse was like, incorrect. Dad, you have to eat. We don't need you passing out. I was like, I'm not gonna pass out. I'm not weak like that. But I do remember we went to birthing class, and they said that 1 out of 3 dads passes out when the baby's born. And I was like, I can't be that weak dude that passes out. I gotta be part of the 2/3 that don't. They're hardcore gangsters like that. And so I stayed awake the whole time. But the nurse was all like, "You gotta eat full, cause then you're gonna pass out and be one of them statistics." So I was like, "All right, give me some peanut butter." I didn't say just like, "Oh, give me some peanut butter," like I expected them at peanut butter. She was like, "Do you want peanut butter?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll take some peanut butter." She gave me a little tub of peanut butter. It's kind of weird that she had it on her in her pocket, but dang it! I just realized I ate pocket peanut butter from a stranger. Apparently, I still don't make the best choices in life, but she definitely would have held my hand while I poop. If she had pocket peanut butter to give, she's that type of person. Clockwork Gorgeous says, I guess for you, I'll be taking oxygen while pooping. Oh man. Jay Speaks says, you remember your birth? Oh, you mean kid's birth? Yeah, it's my kid's birth. And hey, that's a pretty bane, by the way. Mr. Jones says, my wife has 3 C-sections, and I sat there and watched all 3. She asked each time what it was like as it was happening, and I'm like, you ever seen Alien? Yeah, kind of like that. More blood, though. And I can see your insides. Oh, can you? I bet that's cool. Clockwork Gorgeous says, I have a video of my son coming out. It's crazy. Looks like a baby coming out of those water slides in Six Flags or something. You know what? Ah, it's messed up, man. Like, so I saw my baby come out, right? His little head. And then as his head formed, all I could hear was the Transformers noises from the movie. The little quack, 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 quack. Like, as his head took regular shape. I was tempted to be like, hey, make sure you don't have no cone. I was going to push his head down, but they're like, it's going to take shape. It's fine. I was like, all right, cool. Jay Speaks says, that scene, the insides is not cool at all. Did you see it too? I didn't see it. Well, she didn't have a C-section, so I didn't get to see. Uh, but yeah, no, she had them naturals. I told everybody, I was like, man, it was an experience. I say that it was an experience. Um, some dudes, some of my friends, they were like, "Oh, I couldn't look." I'm like, "Why? Like, you're the one that did that. You couldn't even look." They're like, "No, it's not the same." I'm like, "That doesn't make any sense at all." But you know, I'm assuming they passed out. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, so She-Hulk was twerking right now. Uh, I like how we went from fish stick tacos to talking about birth. That's awesome. Jay Speaks says that when they cut the skin with laser, it smells so bad. And you know what though? Okay, all right. So they were like, Dad, you want to cut the umbilical cord? And I was like, Yes, I do. And they gave me the sharpest pair of scissors on earth ever. And they were like, Here you go. And I went to cut. I didn't even go like I expected to be like rip it or something. They cut through so smooth. That actually made me feel kind of woozy. Like I cut through it. I was like, Nurse, you got more peanut butter in your pocket? Like that was a weird part for me. I didn't pass out, but that was a really weird part for me. I was like, is this what serial killers feel when they cut up bodies? Like I assume it was the same thing. Rick Jones says, push him back in. He's not done yet. Clockwork Gorge says, I guess that's where Coneheads got their inspiration. I think so, man. That's what it looked like a little missile. Mr. Jones says, mother-in-law was all, how did you sit there and watch all that comfortably? And I was like, I play a lot of Dead Space and Resident Evil and watch a lot of gory movies. Yeah, that smell is awful. It smells like burning hair and sulfur. Ew, burning hair is gross. I one time burned my arm hair and it smelled bad for about 3 hours. Savage Saint says, "Yeah, but I ate at that restaurant." Too natural for my wife. It's an experience for sure. Yeah, no, it's a yeah. It's like seeing an F from the health code inspector. AZ Legend says you should have cut it with your teeth. I was about to pull out a switchblade, but I was like, oh, scissors, cool. But yeah, I totally expected there to be more resistance, and there wasn't. That weirded me out. Uh, Questioned my life that day. I was like, do I have what it takes to be a serial killer? That was too easy for me. Like it didn't sit right. I guess if I had enjoyed it, then I'd have issues. Then I'd be like, I gotta talk to somebody. Like if I had cut it, I'm like, ooh, what else? All right, what else can I cut? I think that would have been a little bit like, all right, hey, get the scissors away from that guy. Clockwork Gorgeous says, I cook a lot. I burn hairs all the time. It's a requirement. Oh man. No, I forgot. I burned my arm with. What did I burn my arm with? What was I doing? I wasn't even starting a fire. I forgot what I was doing. God, I can't remember now. Was I working on my car? I might have been working on my car and the carburetor threw fire back at me. I think that's what it was. And it just like it singed on my hair. It grew back. It grew back though. But for a little bit it did look like it looked like I gave my arm hair a perm. It was all like short and crispy and curly. But then if I went like that and it all came off and it was like smooth, like if I put Nair on or something. Like if I shaved my arms. Jay Spig said they had me out here looking like you're unboxing, cutting the figure out with the butter knife. Oh man. I still haven't sharpened that knife either. I need to sharpen it. Dark Lou says, did you really want to fight your way through the cord? Seems slicing through would ease the mind. It did not ease the mind. I expected there to be some sort of resistance, and there was zero resistance. It just went like it cut smoother than me going like that on wrapping paper. Like you know how you cut it like all the way across. It was just like, and I was like, I kept my composure because I didn't want to be that 33%. But yeah, it was that was awkward. Jason says, "Wait, that was a knife, not a spoon." It was the back end of yeah, it's the back end of a spoon that I was using. Probably should do that. Uh, Clockwork Gorgeous says, "Would be funny if Wade burned some of his arm hair while starting a grill." That's messed up, man. Does Wade cook? I don't know if he cooks. Um, no, he doesn't accept food from other men. That's what it is. He might cook. I don't think I've ever burned well, I shouldn't say that because I'm about to grill tomorrow. So, yeah, hey, all right, keep going. Um, where were we at? Oh yeah, Eternals Crow was an amazing figure. I think most people got him for discounted price, but he's pretty good. It would have been cool if he had a crunch somewhere around here, but as it stands, it's still a pretty cool figure. And he got like a chameleon paint job. And down here in Texas, that's what it's all about, chameleon paint jobs. AZ Legends 480 says that'd be a forest fire. Jay Speak says LMFAO. If Wade burns his arm, it would be like a 3 day fire. Oh, it's so messed up, man. Oh. Oh man. Clockwork Orange says a lot of people use him to customize the movie Carnage. Yeah, I did see that. They paid full price to customize him. They could have waited. I figured he would have gone on clearance like all the other Eternals figures. But like I said, GameStop just had it for really dirt cheap. And then the $5 monthly thing, it helped out a lot too to bring his price down. But I think it's a really dope figure though. I just I do kind of wish that he would have had something different for the feet. Kind of just like tar, but still pretty good. Miss Jones says unparalleled burniverse. Clockwork Gorgeous says he's very flammable. So messed up, man. Oh man. See, if Wade watched the show, he'd be like, "Sonny, you're never coming on my show again." Everybody was roasting me in the comments. Uh, roasting is probably not the best choice of words, but y'all get what I'm saying. Uh, okay, we go. Flammable. No, but yeah, man, this crow figure is dope though. What else were we talking about? Oh, dang, it was something else. Spider-Man figures coming out. The Gorr figure, the comic book Gorr figure. That one looks dope. Its price is not that dope, but it's still dope. Like the figure looks really cool. I wasn't familiar with him until Christian Bale was like, "I'm gonna be this guy," but it does look pretty cool. Rick Jones says roasting with fire. Jay Jay's fixes LOL at Wade watching something he's not in. You tripping? I know. That's what I'm saying. Y'all lucky he's not watching. Um, he did pop in. I think he's popped in twice in the chat. Um, I'm pretty sure it was by accident both times. Uh, well, no, the first time it was to make sure that I can handle a live stream. Um, and then the second time it was probably an accident. Mr. Jones says the misleading package gore. Yeah, that one where he's pinless but then has pins. But I mean, I guess when they rendered it, they were probably like, oh, they figured it was gonna be pinless. But at that point, you need to send each other an email and make sure that y'all got all the information correct before y'all render it out that way. But I did point out on Facebook that I believe there's wording on there that says the actual image may be different from what is it called? The tease or whatever. So is it misleading? It can be, but if you have that disclaimer, I'm not gonna hold them to it. Like I won't be like, oh y'all false advertisement, because some people say that false advertisement, but if you got that disclaimer, you can't really say that. So Jay Spig says, LOL, he popped in by mistake, like when you're on Instagram and get that annoying this person is live pop up and click it by mistake. You know what? Someone someone went live on Instagram and I was gonna check my weather and my weather is up top on my phone and I hit it as that notification came in and I popped in and on Instagram it tells you who comes in your live chat and I felt bad because I was the only person in there and I was like uh I didn't even know the person, like I don't know, and they were an action figure person but they weren't talking about action figures. um they weren't even talking about comic book related stuff. I forgot what they were doing. I was like, oh, this is awkward. But I stuck around until another person popped in and I hopped out. Like if I pop in and you're talking about action figures or something, I'll stick around and chat or whatever. But uh, I don't know what they were doing, and I was just like, no, I don't know what's going on here. I waited for someone else to come in and I jumped out. Clockwork Gorr says, Jay, have you gotten Toad already? Hey, Toad looks dope. He should be in my loot pile. I don't know when I'm gonna get it though. Big Bad Toy Store been slipping up recently. Had that conversation on Facebook as well. I'm not the only one apparently that Big Bad Toy Store's taking forever. Mr. Jones says, "Oh, the CYA disclaimer. That's the one. The Stealth Suit Spidey package is wrong too." Yeah, someone pointed that out on Facebook that he has what black or white pins on the inside in the packaging, but it's opposite. Yeah, that one too. Uh, Jay Speaks says Clockwork Orgy. Yeah, he's in a box in the garage already. God dang. AZ Legend 40 says I was talking about football. I thought to both of you talking about football. Hey, I'm rocking my Houston Texans. Um, hoping that we go 1-16 this season. Just so we don't get zero. Just don't want to be shut out. Although, I don't know. It's weird. Like you want to root for them, but then you also want to hope they lose so they can keep building a better team. But we got a decent amount of draft picks for Watson, so we'll be good. Clockwork Gorgeous says not as much love as Amazing Fantasy. Man, Jace Figs is gonna sell all. Jace Figs is trying to outsell that Spider-Man figure compared to what I sold of the Hood. I know that's his goal is. Um, but yeah, he's gonna sell that figure to so many people. Like so many people were like, we don't need it until Jace Figs started messing with it. Jace Figs says, nah, that toad was not for me. What about the little frogs he comes with? I don't know. The toad looks. I mean, I think in people's hands it looked better than the promo images. Mr. Jones says, why not Austin Texans, Austin Rockets, Austin Astros? Actually, we do have Austin Spurs. It's the minor league team for San Antonio. So we got those. And Round Rock Express, which used to be part of Texas Rangers, but I think it's Houston Astros now. So it's kind of like that. AZ Legends 40 says Jay made me a pre-order second one. See what you're doing to people, Jay. Clockwork Gorgeous says Amazing Fantasy is Jay's. Jay Speaks says Little Toads are so cool for plunderlings. Okay, there you go. I was like, I know you got to use them for something. Yeah, plunderlings. Those are good figures too. Plunder Longs and Plunder Strongs should be coming out soon as well. So those will be exciting to have. I think October, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, no, those little toads look cool. And they pair up pretty good with the little crocodiles that Crocmaster comes with. So you can have those as well. Which reminds me, I don't have a clue where I put mine. My little crocodiles. Um, Jace or Rick Jones says I never liked the character Toad. The character in the X-Men movie was terrible. Um, what did he say? Well, Storm. Yeah, that character was terrible. Like if they redo it, please don't make it look the way it did. Who was it? Ray Park, right? Ray Park was the guy. Jay Speak says, yeah, Crocmaster hit a bin too, but I kept little crocs out for Plunderlings as well. Plunderlings, such a versatile figure. Everything works with it. Mr. Jones says, know what happens to the toad when it's struck by lightning? That's the line. God, that was such. That was such a terrible line. Halle Berry was a terrible Storm. I said it. I did not like her as Storm. And then she had the audacity to go do Catwoman because they wouldn't give her a Storm origin story movie. And I was like, good, fire her. And she came crawling back. Uh, Lucky Butter, what's going on, man? It says, damn, it's all the taco eating making. I still got two in here. I need to go get regular corn tortillas though, because I used mixillas, which are flour and corn or flour tortillas, and it did not have the same taste as it did with just corn tortillas. But I don't have the corn tortillas with me. I gotta go get them. Miss Jones says, I like the chubbier look for Toad. That's why I passed. Yeah, when he looks more like a toad versus like a tadpole. Home dude, what's going on, man? Says all my McFarlane toys are in the bin except Spawn. I got mine scattered around here, but the Mortal Kombat ones I do have on display. Love Mortal Kombat. Lucky Butter says I was playing video games with the boys. Oh, what were y'all playing? I was playing Roblox with my son earlier before I got on, and that's a interesting game. We'll say that. Jace Fix says I only have spawns and that new Superman Batman guy and infected soups out also. Who's the new Superman Batman guy? Is there a super bat? Why hasn't there been like a super Batman? Like why can't that be a storyline? Also, when are they gonna release the fourth figure for that Starro collect to build thing? I'm trying to figure out when that's gonna happen. Also, infected Superman is a dope figure. What is it, Superman the Infected? Yeah, that's a dope figure. Lucky Butter says I'm a flour guy, but I don't mess with perfection, so I had to get some corn for this taste test. Sweet. Hey, did you try it yet? Did you taste it out yet? Did you make your fish sticks, provolone, corn tortilla? I made the mistake, like I said. Flour and corn, it's not it. Gotta be corn. Mr. Jones says Halle Berry's first role, that Who's the Boss spinoff, and that's your Mr. Jones trivia for the today. Who's the Boss spinoff? Who's the Boss spinoff? I'm trying to think. I don't know what that is. I'm generally pretty good with spinoffs, but I don't know that one. Rick Jones says I got the Page Punchers Batman and it's good. Made me really surprised. I keep seeing the black and white one, and it's really weird looking. It's like it's cell shaded, but for newspaper. I actually did see all four. Was it Constantine, Batman, Black Adam? Is it Flash or Superman? I forget who the fourth one is. I saw all four of them one time at a Target, but I didn't mess with them. But I keep seeing that black and white Batman, so I'm assuming that'll be the uh the drowned of that wave. Mr. Jones said I've been playing Cowabunga Collection the past few days. Dang, that looks dope. Jay Speaks says Superman in the Batman suit. Oh, okay. The fourth fig in that Star Wave will probably be that Crime Syndicate Flash. Miss Jones says Living Dolls didn't last long. I've never heard of that movie. I think Halle Berry did best in Swordfish. Also because I really like Swordfish. That was a good movie. Lucky Butter says it was impressively good fish stick tacos. Thank you, Lucky Butter, for now Savage Saint's gonna actually add that to the menu of the restaurant that he works at. Or the restaurants that he has charge of? Yeah. Then he's gonna pop up in like Time Magazine. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, I just thought of it one day." Now, yeah, no, it's good. It is good. Mr. Jones says she replaced a young Vivica Fox from the pilot. A young Leah Remini was also in it. Leah Remini tripped me out because like she was in Saved by the Bell, and I thought she was old. Like she didn't. I mean, I knew they were all not teenagers as it is, but like Leah Remini, I was like, this fool looks old. Like Zach is supposed to be 17. This should be child abuse, like exploitation. Um, yeah, it was. I don't know. She looked old in that show. I didn't believe her to be a high school student or a college student. I believed her to be like a mid 30s single mom. Lucky Butter says, me and the boys hit the ice with some NHL 22 tonight. The last hockey game that I ever bought was NHL Hits 2003, I think, which is basically Blitz on Ice. I still didn't get any of that information. I mean, any information. I didn't get any of the rules or stuff like that. I was so confused in that game. Mr. Jones says, yeah, but Leah's kind of nuts these days. Dude, she escaped Scientology and now she's like all against them, trying to bring them down. AZ Legends 480 says, LMAO, I thought she was old too. Thank you. I was like, she looks way too old to be playing a college student. I was like, she looks just as old there as she does in King of Queens, and I believe her in King of Queens more. Mr. Jones says, love the new Saved by the Bell on Peacock. Second season is way better, but the whole series, you gotta really be a fan to enjoy it. I don't have Peacock Network, so I haven't seen any of the stuff that's on the Peacock Network. Um, Actually, I saw something that was on Peacock Network that was on Plex. Shout out to Weasel, if he's still here. But I haven't seen the new Saved by the Bell. I was hoping they would make a gritty Saved by the Bell like the way they're trying to do with Fresh Prince. Although, I guess it was already a gritty Saved by the Bell. Because Kelly that one time was banging that manager. He was like 30. She was in like 16. Jesse was popping pills. Yeah, it kind of was nitty or gritty already. Lucky Butter says, I love that game. It was tons of fun. Your characters would basically go Super Saiyan with the fire effect. That's the one, man. NHL Hits. I had it on GameCube. Well, I still have it. I have it on GameCube. Clockwork Gorge says Johnny Quick would be cool. Hopefully, the modern costume. Lucky Butter says, oh, I love the King of Queens show back then. I did too. I liked that show. I thought it was pretty good. Mr. Jones says, I didn't think she looked too old only because we had girls in my school. Yeah, I had old looking girls like that. We had girls that they didn't look old, but they dressed really slutty. So they were gonna attract all the old guys. Age Legends, but I thought she was fine in King of Queens. See, that's what I'm saying. She looked the same. She looked the same age. Like she went from playing high school to middle-aged married woman in like the span of 2 years. It's bizarre. Jay Speak says there's a new Saved by the Bell. Why? Dude, they're gonna milk whatever they can out of any old series. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they made a Living Single reboot and it was like Living Married. It was four married couples in the same household. Miss Jones says, but this is Texas. There's some hard looking girls out there. That's true. There are some girls that I'm like, dang, were you doing crack since middle school? Why you look so old? They were like, shut up, I was smoking cigarettes. I'm like, dang, you need to quit smoking cigarettes that much. Sorry, trying to figure out why I'm buzzing here. Mr. Jones says, yeah, the main cast produces it and they show up occasionally. The main characters are Jesse's son and Zach's son. They have a Showgirls reference in the second season. Slater is also the coach. Zach and Kelly are married. What? Wait, there was an episode where was there a movie where someone gets married? I can't remember. I know we had a Saved by the Bell movie recorded on VHS tape somewhere, but I don't remember what it was about. Savage Saint says, I'm at the Italian place the restaurant group I work for owns right now. They have a steakhouse and waterfront seafood place too. Ooh, seafood place. There you go. The waterfront, the best shot, but it's a long shot. Credit is all yours. If someone goes in there and be like, what would you recommend? Ah, you're gonna want to try the fish stick tacos and give them whatever sauce they want to put in there. Try it out. See what happens. Mr. Jones says Screech is in outer space since he's dead in real life. That's a really weird way to write him out of the show. Uh, that dude was going off the deep end though, man. Like it was entertaining at first, and then it just got bizarre. And then he tried to make that porn tape, and then he said it wasn't him, it was someone else after he took all this credit for it. So I don't know. It was that dude was bizarre. He was weird. It's kind of odd that they'd say he's in outer space. They couldn't even dedicate the show to be like, rest in peace. Was Dustin Diamond his name? They're like, nah, he's in space. The hot popular girl in the show is trans in the show and in real life. So, like, transition to female, and are they making all the guys clamor for her, or what? Is she like the Kelly Kapowski, like dudes are fighting each other? Because that's kind of like, I don't know that that'd be realistic. Oh man, AZ Legends 480, rest in space. So messed up, man. Oh god, rest in space. Mr. Jones says, but the main plot is all the poor kids from the hood have to integrate into Bayside and hijinks ensue. The main girls are a Mexican chick and a black chick. Interesting. Jay Speaks says, nah, she's trans, bro, transformer. She's former transformer. Um, yeah, no, like, I don't know. That's to me that'd be weird if they were like, oh, we're gonna make all the guys swoon over because it's like in real life, like is that really gonna happen? I don't think that's gonna happen like that. So that's why I was wondering how they were playing that out. I just realized his head pops off easy. Body can go on. Miss Jones says transition to female. Eventually, Jesse's son ends up dating her because they grew up together and knew her when she was a he and doesn't mind. Holmes says manual or auto trans. I one time said that. Oh, what did I say? I was I was doing comedy somewhere, and I said someone asked where my caprice was, and I said I think I blew a tranny, and one of the trans comics turns around and goes, "Ooh, lucky gal," and I couldn't stop laughing. Uh, the person who I said it to felt really awkward, but I thought it was hilarious. Jay Speaks says, "Wow, how progressive." Miss Jones says, "There's a lot of nods to the old show. Zach's son looks like a carbon copy of young Mark Paul." Man, maybe it is a carbon. Maybe it is one of his kids. I'm pretty sure he has a lot of illegitimate kids out there. Jay Spick says so. Saved by the Bell is it's woke by the bell. I mean, does the bell wake? The bell wakes you up, so still in the same vein. Miss Jones says, but it's not the best show. I just watched it because I love watching the original with my sister growing up. See, I think that's where it was too. Like my sister watched it, so I watched it with her. Um, and then there was, let me see, like it would come out early in the morning, the reruns, and because I was familiar with it, I'll throw it on so I can get ready. Then I stopped watching it just for whatever reason, probably because I didn't have cable anymore. Uh, but yeah, I mean it was all right show. Mr. Jones says now I need six and Saved by the Bell fix. Okay, if they did come out with those, I'd probably pick them up. Have some Saved by the Bell figures. I'm surprised they haven't done that. Uh, you know the way things are going, NECA will put them at the 8-inch scale. I'm like NECA, can y'all please figure out what your scale is gonna be, 7-inch or 8-inch? Don't keep flip flopping all over the place. Like I can't stand it. Like I got Bob Ross, but he's 8-inch, so I mean he doesn't fit with anything. He fits with like my builder figures. I should put him on this shelf right here, right next to Abomination. Just Bob Ross. Abomination. That didn't sound right. That it. Where is it? I know I had him around here. Cause I'm messing with him. Yeah, way too big. And it's NECA. And for some reason, they made him 8-inch scale. Mr. Jones says Jess should come with a bottle of pills. Rick Jones says NECA 8-inch now have ankle rockers. Well, yeah, this Bob Ross has them, but like I said, he doesn't scale with anything, so it doesn't matter. He scales with Crow. Two of them could be best buds. Lucky Butter says, "Dang, Bob Ross going to take the high ground approach." Home Dude says, "I had the hots for Jessie. Later, she made that stripper movie, Showgirls. That's what you talk about. We all know that movie." By the way, that movie was stupid. I actually sat through it and I was like, I don't know why I'm watching this. I mean, I knew why I started watching it. I don't know why I kept watching it. Miss Jones says, "Oh, and some 6-inch Fresh Prince figs. I like that new show as well, more grounded in reality." I haven't seen that new one. Um, but it's supposed to be like the gritty reboot, like it's a DC movie or something. Yeah, one knee joint. Yeah, I never really messed with this Bob Ross figure, but it looks like it's single jointed knees. Hmm, it's weird. Look, if you ever wanted to see what Bob Ross looked like in a flying kick, NECA allows you to do it. You can just do a flying kick, but like I said, he'd be a massive person to give that flying kick to. Homedew says, "Give me Mezco, Michael Knight, and NECA Lost Boys on bikes." Sa- Savage Sage says, "I hated Showgirls every time I watched it too." It's a bad, yeah. It's such a bad movie, man. Rick Jones says, "Bob Ross Ninja." Yeah, no, I mean, the figures, I mean, it looks cool enough, but like I said, I bought it. I was excited. I actually got it on sale too. And then I got home and I was like, this thing is way too massive for everything. I might have to have him fight Juggernaut. Bob Ross. Miss Jones says, I still want Necker to do Family Matters at Full House. A detailed Urkelbot would be awesome. You know what I want? I want some Sanford and Son figurines. Figurines? Figures. I like that show. And some It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia figures. I think those would be cool. Because they could have the alternate head sculpts. Because they make a bunch of dumb decisions in their lives. I'm going to start saying that. Whenever people are like, name your dream wave figure, whatever. I'm like, Sanford and Son, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Rough and tough with the truck. Heck yeah, man, with the truck. Oh, gotta have the truck in there. Have a Who would it be? It'd be Fred, Lamont, Aunt Esther, Grady, uh, God, Julio. That'd be dope. Mr. Jones says there's some Beverly Hillbillies. I'd buy Beverly Hillbillies too. I used to watch that show with my mom. AZ Legends 480 says, this is the big one. I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. You gotta. Man, I love Fred Sanford. Sanford the Son, hilarious show. Fabritz says, yo, what's going on, man? Mr. Jones says, NECA George Lopez show figs. I would get Carmen and the mom. Oh man. You know what? George Lopez show, like, it had its ups and downs with me. Like, it started off cool because I was like, oh, cool, Mexicans. And then I was like, oh, wait, the kids aren't even played by Mexicans. They're played by, like, I think Puerto Rican, Dominican, something. And then I was like, all right, okay. These are spoiled Mexicans. I don't know Mexicans like this. I don't know people who got money like that. And yeah, I don't know. It's just that show's kind of weird. Then they added the niece. I thought she was a good addition. And then the son, forgot the son's name in the show. He started to get weird when they added the niece into that show, cause Carmen had that contract dispute or whatever. And I think that's kind of where it took that turning point. Like I said, I like the way the niece played in that show, but the son got weird with it. NECA George Lopez show figs. Mr. Jones says Sanford and Son was a remake of a British show called Steptoe and Son. Bonus trivia. I did know that one, and I also know that Chico and the Man was loosely based off of Steptoe and Son as well, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Jones will correct me on that if I am mistaken. But I believe Chico and the Man was also based off of Steptoe and Son, which I've never seen that one. Never seen Steptoe and Son. Uh, no, I think that I like Sanford and Son so much, well, because it's funny, but also my grandpa was also a junk man, so kind of reminded me a little bit of my grandpa. Uh, except like he is Mexican. So, but no, but yeah, he had a junk house, just like Sanford and Son. Like he had stuff all over the place like that. Mr. Jones is NECA American Me Figs. Rick Jones says now I want to hear that theme song. The Sanford and Son theme song. God, was it? I want to say Nipsey Hussle has a song where he uses that Sanford and Son beat. It sounded pretty dope. I don't know if I have that anymore. I have to look for it. AZ Legends 40 says, bro, All in the Family was dope too. My aunt used to watch All in the Family all the time. I never really got into it though. She would watch it after Happy Days. Fabrit says, you like the new Gorr? I do like that new Gorr. I like the way it looks. I think it looks like what I've seen the comic book version look like. So the price is a little bit up there, but I think it is a dope looking figure though. So it could be worth that. What, 29.99? I think it is. Mr. Jones says a lot of American shows are based off British stuff. All in the Family, Drew Carey's show, The Office was based off of The Office. Uh, what other shows based off a British show? You know what? We never got an American version of Mr. Bean though. Although I'm not sure that that would have worked with an American. But I just like Mr. Bean. That's what we need. Is there Mr. Bean figures out there? Now I'm wondering. Like, why hasn't God, what are them fools' names? 5K Toys. Man, 5K Toys, they got all kinds of different figures. They don't have no Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean 6-inch figure. Nope, that's not what I meant to put. There we go. God, they have a Mr. Bean 1/12 scale. God dang. They have a 1/12 scale Mr. Bean for $204 that's sold out. So no 1/12. Nope, that's not it. Man, I only got a 1/6 figure. Rick Jones says there's a Mr. Bean doll or something. Yeah, I saw dolls and I saw bendy figures, but not like an action figure. Actually, you know what? I guess you could just get a Mr. Bean head sculpt and use the Mobius body because it's a brown suit. Guess that'd be the closest. Mr. Jones says NECA Brady Bunch with a Build-A-Figure Alice. That would actually be pretty cool. AZ Legend 480 says Senor Frijole. Fabrit says I'll probably get Gorr even though the price definitely is high. They gave him the wrong legs. Yeah, no, it looks cool. It looks really cool. I know everybody's mad because he's not pinless, but I'm okay with that. What else could they have? Dude, could you see like Mezco doing Brady Bunch and including that station wagon? It'd be like that Fantastic Four pack. Yeah, that would be cool. Actually, I'm surprised NECA does it because NECA has the Golden Girls. Rick Jones is Plasty. Is Plasty in here? I didn't even see him pop in if he's in here. Mr. Jones says, I'm asking once again, who do we talk about getting some 6-inch hip hop artist figs? That would be cool. Like, I think, what, Super 7's the closest one with those reaction figs? I can't do those, though. Mr. Jones says, I need my Tupac Biggie Beef in plastic form. Who would be best to make those, though? If they were going to be made in the style of the Def Jam games, Storm Collectibles be best to do those. Other than that, 6-inch, I don't know. Mezco, because of the soft goods, maybe. I think NECA would mess them up. Ooh, Wu-Tang box set. God, that would cost so much. Olu says UGK figs. That would be dope. I'd buy some UGK figs. Rick Jones says Plasty must be blocked. Maybe Plasty put this on and then went to bed. He's like, I don't gotta see this. They're not talking about mayonnaise. I'm out of here. Sorry, I got like allergies acting up. And I don't want to sneeze on camera. AG Legends 40 says, give me a Bone Thugs box set. Super 7 does those ultimates for that rock group. Yeah, they did them for, what's that guy's name? I think it's from Motorhead. And then from that, like, metal band, I think. I can't remember the name. Lenny something. Fabrizio says, you got any Yamaguchi figs, Sonny? Nah, I always hear that they fall apart. No, I don't feel like messing with that. I got bad enough time keeping the Dragon Ball Z kneecaps in on my SH figure arts. Rick Jones to Super 7 does a lot of music ultimates. Yeah, I mean, but they're like rock bands that aren't, I guess I don't know if they're real popular or not. I don't listen to their music, but they do a lot of reaction figures. Robin Tuff says the accessories in these. AZ Legend 40 says Bone Thug Wave Easy E build a figure. Lemmy. Rick Jones says Lemmy. I want to say Lenny. Yeah. King Diamond, Ghost, and Motorhead. What did I say? Did I say Motorhead? I don't think I said Motorhead. Mr. Jones says E40, Nate Dogg, and Snoop 2 pack. Uh, it should be a Nate Dogg and Warren G Regulate 2 pack. That I'd buy for sure. I'd be like, give me 2 pre-orders, please. Who else could that do? They could do Lil Wayne, Cash Money box set. Rick Jones says you should listen to King Diamond. I've never heard of King Diamond, I don't think. I've heard of Motorhead, because I think they were the ones that used to do the soundtrack for test drive games on PlayStation. I think it was Motorhead. So I've heard of Motorhead, but I've never heard of King Diamond. Is it anything like Neil Diamond? Mr. Jones says Chingo Bling. Chingo Bling has his bobbleheads. I never bought one. I told him, oh yeah, I gotta buy one from you. I never bought one. But he does have, oh, No Limit with a tank. It'd be dope. Lucky Butter says I never had the SHF kneecap issue until Krillin. I debated on just gluing it. I thought about the same thing. Krillin was the first one that I noticed it with. Um, I thought about just gluing it in. I'm like, I don't know if there's a reason why it needs to come out. I don't think there is. But then it's like, why would they even have that? So, or why would it be like that? Why would it come out? But yeah, I thought about gluing it in too. Um, Also my Goku figures, my kid actually knocked one out. He also pulled off the sleeves from Goku and said he wanted it to look like a strong Mexican. And I'm like, I don't know how he looks like a strong Mexican because he took his sleeves off, but okay. Rick Jones says King Diamond and Merciful Fate. Blasty, what's going on, man? He says Rick Jones, I think Sonny blocked the M word. Oh man. Olu says I've always wanted Slipknot figs. I bet those would look cool. I'm not a huge Slipknot fan, but I bet they would look cool. Now I would take a Tech 9 figure. Actually bought a figure to make it a Tech 9 figure, but then I remembered I can't customize stuff. So now it's just a figure that I painted his face white. Never got around to finishing it. Rough and Tough says Salt and Pepper, old and young versions. Okay, I have Spinderella on there too. AZ Legends 480, Ghetto Boys, Bushwick Build Bath. Bushwick Build Bath. Oh man. Miss Jones, TLC, SWV, Timberland and Magoo and Missy 3 pack. Oh man. People gonna be like, who's this other guy with Timberland and Missy? Lucky Butter says Plasty's on the team. Hashtag just a jizzle mayo. Mr. Jones says Farside, Gangstar, Onyx, Run DMC, DMX. Man, I'd love a DMX figure. Rough Riders box set. DMX, The Locks, and Eve. That would be dope. Rough and Tough says Rick James. You know, I like country music. I buy George Strait figure in a heartbeat. It'd probably be like $400, but I'd buy that. I'd have to sell a lot of blood. Wouldn't be mine, but I'd do that. Fabrice says NECA give us Gaia 13. Savage Saint says the hip hop force is strong in this chat. I'd buy all this stuff, especially Wu Tang. It's for the children, man. Right as he says that, Plastic comes out with Vanilla Ice. Savage Saint's like, I stick by my sentence from before Plastic said Vanilla Ice. Uh, you know who that? MC Hammer had action figures, right? Or like actual toys, I think. I want to say my cousin had one of his toys. Was it MC Hammer? I think it was MC Hammer. Mr. Joseph Snow and Vanilla Ice 2-pack. Man, dude, I think it was actually when the pandemic first started. You could not turn on the radio without hearing Informer on. I'm like, what? When did this become popular again? I'll put that there. Miss Jones says NWA. AZ Legends 40 says Brooks and Dunn Neon Moon 2-pack. That is a dope name for a 2-pack if they were to make one. Brooks and Dunn. Uh, that would be cool. Miss Jones says Foxy Brown and Jay Z. Interesting. Some people were talking about Foxy Brown on Facebook. I was not a big listener of Foxy Brown. I know a lot of people listen to her, but I was not a big listener of her. Oh, Jermaine Dupri and the Brat and Usher 3-pack. That'll be an interesting one. Jermaine Dupri would also come with a Janet Jackson figure. That's messed up. Miss Jones says Lizzo Bath. Hey, y'all see Ari Spears called Lizzo. He said she looked like the poop emoji. Everybody got mad. Uh, and then he went. Then they like released, or not released, but they mentioned that he made a pedophilia skit back in the day. I was like, dude. And he's coming to play here in Austin like next week, I think. I'm like, man, if they call me to be like, hey, open up for Ari Spears, I'm like, oof, okay, yeah, I'll go ahead. AZ Legend says only country song I like, bro. That's a dope song to like though, man. Uh, I always shock people. Like, oh, where was I? I was taking acting classes, and they were like, you gotta be able to embarrass yourself. I'm like, I can embarrass myself fine. And the instructor was like, you, Sonny, you and him, y'all gonna do karaoke. I was like, all right, whatever, go ahead. So she plays, oh, what's the song? What's the song? Friends in Low Places. And me and him just happened to know it word for word, so we didn't have to look at the screen. And she was like, "Now, how was that? Was that embarrassing?" We're like, "No, that's a jam right there." So kind of backfired on her. But yeah, she played Neon Moon. It would have been off. It was just off the chain right there. Mr. Jones says Menudo box sets. Ooh, Outcast set. We'll do that. 8 Ball, MJG, Pimp Tights. That would be cool. G Unit, a G Unit 3-pack, 4-pack, 5-pack. I don't know how many people used to be in that group. Of course, you could do a G Unit and it'd be like 50 Cent be like, it's a G Unit 1-pack. A G Unit 1-pack, just 50 Cent. Mr. Jones is DJ DMD 25 lighters. Oh, crisscross. Oh, get a crisscross 2-pack. I think Hasbro should expand. They're gonna um they're gonna be doing that what is it, starting lineup. I think they can expand to hip hop. I wouldn't be surprised if Dan Yoon was already working on that. He's like, look, I got the toe articulation Spider-Man. Let's get these hip hop figures. Savage Saint says Boys to Men, ABC, BBD. I couldn't I couldn't not read it in that rhythm. It was right there for me. The East Coast family. Yeah, that one. Oh, Mr. Jones, give me a Nas figure. That would be too. Can you imagine have a Clips 2 pack? LL Cool J versus Cannabis. Didn't everybody beef with Cannabis? Like, I feel like everybody did. Who else would it be? Who else? Would anybody want a Black Eyed Peas? You could use Will I Am to be, what's his face from X-Men Origins? Public Enemy, Chuck D, and Flavor Flav 2 pack. Savage Saints is perfect that time. Uh, why do I feel like if they announced a Public Enemy with Public Enemy pack with Chuck D and Flavor Flav would somehow ruin it and it would get canceled. Mr. Jones, Lil Flip and Zero, Trey and Zero, ABN, uh, 2 pack on there. Lil O, I think it should be Trey and Zero, 2 pack. Age of Legends says almost everybody smoke cannabis. Uh, let's see. Trey and Zero versus 2 pack. Lil Flip would like charge too much. Like, hey man, chill. It costs like $2,000 to book you for a show. Or at least that's what he was taking like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. This dude I know hired him out to come down to Austin, charged him $2,000 to get Lil Flip to headline. I forget how much fun these figures are to mess with. This MCU Spider-Man. What other? Scarface and Devin the Dude. Wait, would it? Oh man, if they make Scarface, then I'd be like, y'all gotta make the rest of the Idiocracy cast. Scarface was in it, gotta do it. I did post on Twitter one time. The only way I'd buy Super 7 reaction figures is if they did Idiocracy figures. Now I just want them to do it. Even if they're like, we're not gonna put Sonny, we'll put every other figure character in figure form except the prosecutor, I'd still buy the figures. Miss Jones says Eminem versus MGK. Wait, pre-fame MGK or post-fame MGK? Two different people. People. They'd be like a Chase variant. Rick Jones says NWA figures will be popular. Yeah, I think. Let me see. Yeah, because Dr. Dre would be a popular figure just by himself, especially if they put him in that Batman Robin with Eminem. That would be cool. I don't know why McFarlane hasn't done that Batman, that version of Batman. Someone asked on Facebook if you had to let go of a line, would it be Marvel Legends or McFarlane? And I'm like, dude, it's not even competition at that point, man. But there was one person that was like, Marvel Legends, I love my McFarlane. They look so lifelike. I'm like, No, they don't. I don't know what figure he thinks looks lifelike, but no, they don't. Rick Jones says Deltron 3030 figures. Oh, Daft Punk has figures, don't they? Thought I saw someone had those. Or just the helmets. Can't remember if it was the whole figure or just the helmet. My wife likes Daft Punk. That's the only reason I know who they are. Okay, so they don't have like an official 6-inch figure. They would be cool because of all the different helmets that they have. Oh wait, SH Figure Arts makes one. Interesting. So they do make them. But at $130 with $21 shipping, nah, that's right. You know what? Gorillas articulated figures, 6-inch scale would be dope. Mr. Joe says R. Kelly versus Aaliyah. That's messed up, man. Regular Dre or Jack Dre variant. Batman Dre. I'm not sure which one he was at that point. Mr. Jones says Fat Pats. Man, you already know. Uh, Big Mo. Ooh, man. AZ Legends 480 says my wife likes country. The only reason I know who they are. My wife hates country. She hates that I know so much country music. Like I said, people are always shocked whenever they find out that I like country music. I'm like, yeah, I like country music. Like my dad listened to it a lot, so I heard it a lot. And it pretty much has the same rhyme scheme as rap, so it works for me. Mr. Jones, Big Mo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Big Mo. Have a chameleonaire figure. I'd take a chameleonaire figure. If he came with the what is it? Color changing click chain. Ooh, that'd be dope. Mr. Jones says South Park Mexican. Man. As long as he comes with pit bull puppies. Who else could there be? Let's see. I think they should start making DC figures in 6-inch scale. That's annoying having 7-inch. Rick Jones says Gorilla had vinyls. Yeah, I've seen those. But I mean like a fully articulated figure. I think that would be dope. I think who would be best for that? Trying to think who would be best for Gorilla's figures. I want to say Storm Collectible, but they're more blocky than Storm Collectibles could do. AZ Legends 480 says Boot Scoot Boogie. Exactly. I almost sung that instead of saying it. Rick Jones says MF Doom. Yeah, well, I mean, they made those masks, those head sculpts of the MF Doom. They look dope. I'd take a Selena figure all day, every day. I'd take a Selena figure. They had a Selena Barbie. I'm not into Barbies, but they did have Selena Barbie. I would take a Selena figure. Rick Jones says NECA Gorillas. Like as much as I don't like them because they're not very articulated, I think they would look good in that Tiny Toon. Is that NECA? I think that does those Tiny Toons. I think that would look alright. Mr. Jones says Ja Rule with an MDM Stadium playset. Dude, that is the funniest thing that I've ever heard happen. That's the funniest thing that you could do. Uh, AC Legends pointed call me. Yeah, I did almost sing it. Oh man. No, the empty stadium with Ja Rule. So 50 Cent wanted to troll him, so he bought every ticket to his show. Oh, so Ja Rule got there, nobody was in there. That's hilarious. AZ Legends 40, exactly. Anything for Salinas. Toonie Terrors, thank you. Tiny Toons was with Buster Rabbit. Was it Buster Bunny? Yeah, Buster Bunny. Toonie Terrors, there we go. What else? I said Tiny Toons. Toonie Terrors. That's who I was thinking. Um, I think they would do good with gorillas, but I'd still like to see. Actually, you know what? Mezco would do good with that if they could even put it on the vapor body. I think that would be pretty dope. Someone tell them I said that. Nope, nope. Mr. Jones not doing NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. They already had Barbie dolls. My sister had some of the NSYNC ones. They do not need action figures. Although they probably do have them because Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken used them a lot. So I'm pretty sure some 3D artist has them out there. Actually, there's a 3D artist I follow on Instagram. He has a bunch of like he has Kanye West, DMX head, uh, here's some other people. But his prices make me think that he's gonna send me a file and not the actual head sculpt. So I'm like, I don't know. I gotta message the dude and see. But his DMX head sculpt is a render. Looks alright. Mr. Jones says Pitbull. Then I'll just make it a Sonny figure. Daddy Yankee. Actually, if they did a Pitbull, Daddy Yankee, and Chingo Bling 3-pack, that probably makes sense. Well, we're gonna get Bad Bunny because he's gonna be in the MCU, so we'll get a Bad Bunny figure. Which I know everybody's like, oh, he kissed the backup dancer on. Okay, but like he's acknowledged that he likes dudes, so that didn't make any sense why everybody's all shocked by that. That's like if I went somewhere and they're like, Sonny got busted for bringing a gun in. Well, yeah, I like guns. Like it's, you know. Ooh, Eric B and Rakim. That'd be cool. For Princess Sonny Worldwide. Eric B and Rakim. Man. Uh, God, what's man. Paid in full 2-pack. Ooh, man, that'd be dope. West Side Connection 3-pack. The Gangster, the Killer, and the Dope Dealer. Who was the West Side Connection? It was Mac 10. Uh, was it Ice Cube? Ice Cube was there? No, can't remember. I didn't really listen to West Side Connection a lot. My cousin did, and it was Mac 10. Was it Mac 10, Ice Cube, and can't even think of it right now. DOS FX, MOP, Busta Rhymes, and the Flip Mode Squad. Wait, is there anybody in Flip Mode Squad that's not named Spliff Star? Like, I thought it was just Busta Rhymes and Spliff Star, and they called themselves the Flip Mode Squad. I never quite understood that one. Mob and Petey Pablo. Petey Pablo, he had to come with a T-shirt that he waved around his head like a helicopter. uh, Petey Pablo's a big dude. He'd have to be Storm Collectibles. WC Fields. WC, okay, that's who it was. Mac 10, Ice Cube, and WC. That's who it was. I was like, I know I was at the third one. I couldn't think of it. That's who it is. Ooh, a Slaughterhouse 4-pack. Ooh, man, I'd buy that. Buy that real quick. Or they could make a Bad Meets Evil 2 pack and have Royce the 5'9" and Eminem. That would work too. Miss Jones says, okay, Rod Digger was in flip mode. Okay. I thought she was gonna ruin that movie 13 Ghosts, but she did alright in it. Rod Digger, I haven't heard her in a long time. So it was Busta Rhymes, Spliff Star, Rod Digger, Flip Mode Squad. Okay. Queen Latifah. Nope. Living Single 4 pack. Um, damn, just Black Eyed Peas. I said that right. I was like, I already said that. I thought I said that. Oh, there you go. AZ Legends 40 Cypress Hill pack. I bet that would sell. They could do a Cypress Hill 3 pack, sell it for $420 and still sell them all. Cypress Hill Beastie Boys. Ooh, yeah. Beastie Boys. Yeah, Beastie Boys would be a cool pack, too. Although, I heard they don't like to be commercialized or something like that, so I don't think they get licensing. Or you could just buy the SH Figure Arts Squid Games workers and paint the suit yellow. Oh, actually, you know what? No. You can just buy this one and put some Beastie Boys heads on. They'll look like that one song. I forgot what it's called. They're wearing yellow suits. Mr. Jones says Insane Clown Posse. Man, that would sell. That would sell because of the juggalos that are involved. Like, I don't even think collectors would get their hands on them really. I think it'd all be juggalos. Yeah, that's how I keep my Marty McFly with an AK. Just in case something pops off in the future that shouldn't be there, he can spray the future. Intergalactic, thank you, Payson, right there. By the way, what's up, Payson? But yeah, right there, just throw Beastie Boys head on that one. Intergalactic. I remember that I first saw that music video. I was like, I don't have a clue what's going on here, but it was actually pretty good. So, Beastie Boys, Slaughterhouse would be dope. Um, Man, did we cover every rap group? Fushnikins. Um. Oh, Lord Tyreek and Peter Guns. Just 'cause I listen to that song Deja Vu all the time still. I like that song. Jams. Pink Floyd or Led Zeppelin pack. Not hip hop, but dope. Pink Floyd with a wall dio. It'd have to have that wall dio. P. Diddy. Oh, Puffy and Mace. I'd buy Puffy and Mace 2 pack if they had the shiniest soft goods available. Actually, where's my vapor gun on that silver jacket? That'd be perfect for them. Nope, not there. The Roots, Nappy Roots. All the notes, am I right, fellas? No, no. Payson gonna be like Simon and Garfunkel 2 pack. There we go. Mr. Jones is with me. Lord Tyreek and Peter Guns. That song was so dope. I don't know how they didn't like blow up a lot bigger. Shine. I did not like Shine, man. I couldn't get Shine. Payson says Simon and Garfunkel had them bangers. Simon and Garfunkel. I remember they tried to show us that in elementary school. And we were like, no, we're not listening to this. Mr. Jones wanted the Roots too. Pink Floyd isn't into the commercialism. Black Sabbath figures though. Yeah, though that would be cool. You know what? If anybody but Best Action can make these things, Best Action sounds like it'd be the company more likely to produce these, but God, they're so terrible. Ms. Jones says Most Def and Talib Kweli. That would be cool too. Um, Common, you have Common, could have though Kweli be in trouble for doxing women that don't like him. Ooh, okay. You know when I saw him, he was with some white woman. Which I was like, oh, it's always weird for me to hear like rappers that I feel like, oh, they're like that conscious to like, oh, the system. I'm like, oh, the white woman. Okay, all right. Hey, Savage Saints is Naughty by Nature three Tribe three packs. Oh, that would be cool. Naughty by Nature. I think they're still beefing, but I think that would be cool. Tribe Called Quest. Ice T. Ooh, Ice T, and he'd have like a ton of weapons. Just like he'd be like a weapon pack himself. Who else would it be? Ice T. There you go, paste on Chameleon and Paul Wall. That way I can finally have a Sonny action figure. Uh, if they made Pitbull or Paul Wall, I could easily be like, no, it's totally me. This is me wearing sunglasses. That'd be the Pitbull. Miss Jones says Bubba Sparks. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Oh, Yin Yang twins. You got the Yin Yang twins. Speaking of twerking earlier, circle back all the way around. Back to the twerking. Um, let's see. Genuine, and it's a rider series. It comes with a pony. AZ Legends wants that Bubba Sparks. What was that song he had? Ugly. And then was it Miss New Booty? Yeah, though. I don't know that Bubba Sparks will sell. Like of all these people in here, I'm like, would he? I think he would sell the least. Rex Shop Family. Do a Michael Watts. Swisher House. Payson says twerking is just good exercise. That's what helped Payson grow so tall. Ms. Jones said, have you seen Genuine lately? I just showed my wife and kids that video of him dancing yesterday or last night. And then of the one where he does that weird jump in midair. Like, my wife was like, what is he doing? I was like, I don't know. I was like, that's being sexy in your 50s. I don't know if he's 50. I don't know how old he is. I like Bubba's Other Side song. You know, I haven't heard too much Bubba Sparks stuff. Like, I heard Ugly, Ms. New Booty, and then he was on that Archie Eversole song, We Ready. Other than that, I haven't really heard Bubba Sparks. I know we had our own Bubba Sparks in Houston or in Texas, Toe Down. He sung about chicken fried steak. Ooh, AZ Legends. Right there. I want to serve Mix a Lot with a big butt dio. Oh, man. I'm gonna need someone to request that from 796 Studios or High School Creations. Be like, I need to just booty cheeks dio. Mark Wahlberg and the Funky Bunch. Marky Mark. Trick Daddy and Trina. Was it Slip and Slide Records? Who else? Ti, Ti and ooh, they did Ti and Young Dro as like a Grand Hustle pack. I'd buy that. I like Young Dro. I got to see him in concert. Not very exciting, but it was cool to see him because I like all his songs. Well, I like a lot of his songs. I think Young Dro didn't get enough publicity. Miss Jones says, Sonny remind me to send you the iced out Eskimos Waterburger video. I have to check that out. Um, oh, we gotta get that. Everybody keeps posting about it, so need Ryan Ting to make it happen. The Megan Thee Stallion and She-Hulk 2-pack. We're gonna need that soon. And screw it, throw in Cardi B while they're at it. Let's see, hold on. Had an idea. Oh wait. Let's see. That one I could see a Ti versus Lil Flip or Ti versus Ludacris 2-pack. Ludacris, disturbing the peace. You have Ludacris, Titty Boy, Shauna, Lil Fate. I think that's it. I think that's all of them. Hang on, I gotta. There's sent. All right. I have to check it out when I get off here, cause if I, man, people be putting copyright stuff on weird stuff, man. Like I have some beats that I bought from some dude years ago, and if I use them, YouTube flags it as a copyright violation, which is weird, cause I'm like, did he steal the music somewhere? They filmed it at the Whataburger behind my old apartment years ago. Mr. Jones says Lil Romeo. I think even Master P forgot about Lil Romeo. Savage Saint says you need to be a paralegal in the firm in season 2. That's what I'm talking about. Put me in the MCU already. It's been too long. Or put me as the Hood. One or the other. They'll be like, oh, you want to carry the whole show on your own, or we'll give you this little bit role. I guess I'll take the bit role. I got another job already. Like I wonder if people do like actors and stuff. Like you got the big break, you got a big show. You would quit your job or you keep it. Cause then like what if the show doesn't work out? They're like, oh, you're canceled after 4 episodes. They're like, oh crap, I should have kept my job. Sorry, I'm just playing with this Morlun figure and trying to see if anything else works with this figure. That's a big peg. Oh, let's see. Who has a normal face? Dang orc. Normal face, normal face. This might work. Hood Jr. Like Nick Jr. Dang it. Put it back. There we go. 2-pack of Lizzo and Megan Trainor. I have no idea who that Megan Trainor is. I've heard of her. I don't know who it is. Oh, that's right. This whole neck comes out. God dang, this is hard to put in. I took out this Iron Man's head and I can't stick his neck back in there. Oh, there we go. I just learned who Lizzo was a few days ago. Saw a video of her stripping. Yeah, that's wild. Like she's going out there, stripping her clothes off, getting naked because she's big, and people are supposed to be like, "Yeah, good for her. She's so brave." But I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how the world is like that now. Like, is it really brave? Because Chris Farley did that Chippendale skit. He's a big dude. He got all naked. I think that's more brave. Might just be me. Miss Jones said, I was confused as to do I like it or do I hate it? Erica Alexander for Limit Single commented, why? Like, I don't care. Do what you want to do, but keep that same energy for everyone. That's all I'm saying. Like, too many people in the world are like, oh, you can't talk about her weight because she blah, blah, whatever. Then them same people be like, oh, I can't date a man that's under 6 feet, 6 foot tall. That's a woman. I'm like, what? Like, first of all, calm down. Not every race is even average at 6 foot. Um, but yeah, it's like it's cool to body shame some people, but not all. Really bizarre world we live in now. Ooh, maybe this will work. Ooh, I think I'm gonna like this. I think Lizzo was showing off her clothing line underwear in that video. I don't know, because then she just be getting naked just to be like, I'm brave. Look at me, I'm naked. Got Vulcan on the Orland body. It actually doesn't look that bad. I'm telling you, but it's a custom of my uncle. His eyes look like that 'cause he lost them. Miss Jones says she has her own brand, and it's like for big women, right? Which discriminates against small women who want that clothes. Miss Jones says Mariah Carey figure, complete with toilet. Ooh, Brandy versus Monica. You know what's weird? For the longest time, I pronounced that name Monica, and then that singer came out, called herself Monica, and I switched my whole mindset to Monica. It's funny how she made me do that. You know what? There needs to be more songs like that. Like that was a cool song. That's like the first verses right there. They're like, hey, let's be in each other's song, but it's also be rivals in that song. And she was like, let's do it. Who's Brandy always singing with? Or what label was she? Was she with Babyface? I think she was with Babyface. Miss Jones says, Mariah, it's going Nick or Derek Jeter. I think Derek Jeter should come with Mariah Carey and J Lo and a doctor to test them for STDs. Who else? Who else? What is there? Did we go all over America? Get all the rap groups from? I think so. Covered about all of it. Uh, Answer 118. All right, so we got 12 minutes. Let's give a recap for everyone who wasn't here. Oh, we got 18 minutes apparently. I went. Went live late. Aged Legend says Lizzo should make clothes for the skinny ones called less. Oh man. You know she chose the name Lizzo because of that H to the Izzo, B to the Izzy. Like I hated that song by the way. Every time I played it, I was like, I don't want to hear this at all. Miss Jones says, didn't J Lo have an album? She has a lot of albums. Shallow, what's going on, man? Says the tallest country in the world is Sweden. The guys average 5 foot 11 inches. Dang. I still check what average in the U.S. and it says 5'9" for a guy. But how come every teenage girl for the past decade is 6'1"? 5'9" for a guy? Sweet. I'm above average. Like it. Or is it just because I'm spending too much time in Target with all the volleyball shoppers go? Could be that. Could be that. Um, dang, Sweden really 5'11". That's interesting. I didn't realize that was what they consider to be the tallest average. Dang, I can't go to Sweden now. Like, but look at this short guy. Um, oh, recap. Fish stick tacos, provolone cheese, corn tortilla. Very important. Use a corn tortilla, not mixed flour and corn. She-Hulk twerking would never win a twerking competition. Megan Thee Stallion would not win the twerking competition based on the complexity of the twerk. We talked about holding hands while pooping. Talked about birth. We talked about all these action figures that we want to see made from different various musical artists. Mr. Jones says, "What, Mr. Jones? You 5'7"? I didn't know that. I would have figured you to be taller than me. I don't know why, but I would have figured it. Uh, I don't know. You look taller when the random, like the few photos that you've taken. I don't know why you look taller. Ages Legends 480 says, but more husbands in the targets. Oh man. Shadow says, oh, I thought you were like 5'8", which still ain't short. Me? Or talking about Mr. Jones 5'8"? I'm not 5'8". I'm 5'10". Rick Jones says, finish on my mother's side. I'm 6'1". Dang, 6'1". Shadow says, Mr. Jones, do you have any boots with some big heels? I'm barely 5'10" and feel stumpy. Lucky Butter's holding. Oh yeah, you missed it, Lucky Butter. Holding hands while pooping was a big topic. Um, that somehow turned into what it's like to experience the birth of your child. Oh, what else did it come or bring up? Oh, the Gorr figure looks dope. $30, kind of steep. What did we talk about? Oh yeah, I saw the Andrew Garfield SH Figure Arts figure. I can't do SH Figure Arts Marvel. It looks good, kind of. The head sculpt looks good. Can't do it. Oh, Chandler says I was talking about you, Sonny. Didn't know you were so tall. Yeah, I'm 5'10". Uh, I know. For some reason it shocks people, which I get it. I mean, I get it. I guess. Um, although I do love when I'm walking around people that are shorter than me, and I walk even taller, like 5'10.1". Miss Jones says that Chandler, I have two pairs of boots. I barely wear them these days. I'm short with broad shoulders and size 14 feet. Dang. Man, so you either get all the cool shoes at discount price or you get all the terrible shoes at regular price. Oh, Rick Jones says childbirth, Bob Ross, Gorr, Menudo. Menudo did stick up for a while. Eye to eye while pooping. That's right. I, I, what is it called? Eye contact. Eye contact. Lucky Brothers is the only top tier topics here on the Sunny Channel Lives. Yeah, also ate the fish stick taco live. I had put them in the toaster oven, which is right here. Ate the fish stick taco. Everybody assumed I was gonna choke because I don't eat sauce. Talked about sauces. There we go. Talked about sauces as well. Oh, we for some reason had like a hour and a half conversation about the Eternals and how Mr. Jones is now gonna go find all the figures from that movie. Hashtag jar of Pepsi, part of that. Mr. Jones says I have a hard time finding shoes. Go to a shoe expo. They always have size 14 shoes. Uh, Savage Thing says Sonny's got range. I do what I can. Charlie says Mr. Jones, yeah, I got the broad shoulders with the thick neck. To make sure I think I am. Oh, short I think. A friend called me beefy recently, but he's like 125 pounds, so of course I am. Mr. Jones says he ain't buying Eternal Figs. Man, get Crow. If anything, get Crow. This is a good figure. And he comes with extra these things, whatever these are. Put them on his hands. Looks like he's reaching everywhere. But yeah, this is a good figure. Like I said, I wish he had different feet, but I'll take what I can get. I take what I can get. Like if I've been looking forward to this figure for life. Like, oh guys, I really hope they make an Eternals movie and have Crow so they can make an MCU version of that figure or that character. No, but this is a good figure though. Like even if you wanted to make a Swamp Thing, you could use this. If you don't want to use that massive thing that McFarlane has out there. Yeah, you could probably use this to make a Swamp Thing. Child says size 14. Spot a pair of 9.5 shoes and feel big compared to my normal size 9. 9.5? Does give a good impression if you know what I mean. Dude, wait, what did you say? You're 5'11", right? I'm 5'10", I wear size 11 to 11 and a half. That's crazy. I didn't know. I figured you would wear that size or larger. Man, 9.5. I think I wore 9.5 in high school, I think. That I probably shouldn't have said that, but yeah, no. 9.5 seems like a small shoe size for that height. Miss Jones says, Sonny, how long do parties last in Mexican households? Neighborhood across the fence from me. They've been partying since 11 a.m. Ooh, so 11 a.m. is probably when the first people start showing up that are probably from the further side of town. The ones that live close to them, it could probably go to about 5 a.m., 6 a.m. even. When we did Christmas parties at my parents' house before the pandemic, the Christmas party would end about 5 a.m. Ms. Jones says, sounds like they're doing karaoke now. It's 1:26 a.m. the next day already. If they're doing karaoke, they've had a lot of beer if it got to that point already. Rick Jones says Mexican parties can last 2 days. He's correct about that. Chandler says I'm almost 5'10", so I got these tiny Chinese body kind of feet, daddy. Oh man. Oh, okay, I thought you said you were 5'11". I don't know why I read that. Oh no, Sweden, they're average 5'11". That's what I read. But yeah, man, 9.5. Yeah. Yeah, no, but they're probably still gonna keep going for at least another 4 hours, I would say. If you give me their address, I'll be there in 2.5 hours, and I'll keep the party going. But yeah, if it was 11 a.m., it was probably a child's party, and then someone went home and got beer because it's Sunday. Well, I guess you can buy it from HEB. Yeah, you should be able to buy from HEB still. Miss Jones says they're also doing that one, yeah. A grito. I can't do it, but you know the yeah. Talk about a grito, yeah. I would do one myself, but people are asleep in my house. I ain't trying to wake them up all angry. Shadow says dainty, man. Getting my words wrong again. Like saying that lady called me distinguished, but it was distinct. Hey, man, distinguished. I like it though, man. I like that. I liked it when you made that error. I was like, oh, damn, she called you distinguished. All right. I'm waiting for the Karens to call the cops and complain because it's a lot of rich Karens in the area. Mr. Jones says, what's it called? Spell it. Grito. Mark Rose says he's 5'6". I have a cousin who's 5 foot. I think he's 5'6". It sucked too because we go buy shoes all the time together, and he could find his size, and I couldn't find mine. It's annoying. Shiloh says, "Can you do the Arabic Xena battle cry?" I don't think I could. I'm trying to think what. I haven't seen Xena man forever. I remember I was like, man, Xena looks. Xena, I could. I was like, I don't know if I was attracted to Lucy Lawless or not. I felt like I should have been, but I wasn't. It was a really confusing time in my life. No, it was like I don't know. It's like they put her out there to be this attractive sex symbol, but I was also like, man, her jawline is something to desire on my own face. Like, I wish I had that jawline. So I don't know. Shoot, it was a weird situation there. But Mr. Jones, you should definitely go over there and have a grito with them. They'll be like, this guy's cool. We can party all night. And then when you go back home, you can call the cops. No, I'm just kidding. I almost did this show from outside, but my neighbor's dog been out there all day, and I was like, that fool gonna bark a lot. I was like, also don't know if this toaster oven works in wet conditions. Cause it was raining up here. I don't know if it's still raining, but it was raining up here earlier. What did I do with my phone? There it is. Rick Jones says Lucy Lawless is great. Yes, she did great as Xena, but were you attracted to her? That's where my confusion comes from. I was like, I don't think that I was actually attracted to her, even though the TV said I was supposed to be. Also, got it really confused when I heard Lucy Liu. I was like, I was thinking it was saying Lucy Lawless, and I was like, this looks nothing like Xena. Miss Jones says, nah, I don't go anywhere there's alcohol being consumed. Except sometimes on this live stream. Not today, not today. I drunk last night and I took 5 shots of vodka. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna take it easy with a soda tonight. Mrs. Jones says, Lucy, she could get it. Like I said, it's just I don't know. It's like when they were like, hey, Danica Patrick, y'all like her now. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know that I find this woman attractive. Like, it's weird when the media makes you be like, here's an attractive woman. You like her now. You're like, oh man, I like her. What? She wants me to buy Windex? Throw out all the glass cleaner, get a Windex. I can't wait till one day when people are like, hey Sonny, will you sell product for us. We will sponsor you, pay you money for you to sell our products. I'm like, sure, no problem. Then I'll be up there like, is your car not performing properly? You probably need a Fram air filter. Fram. We keep stuff out your engine. And then people be like, oh man, I don't like Sonny. I'm gonna stop buying Fram air filters. Okay, Rick Jones is right there with me. Lucy Lawless is a great action and dramatic actor. I don't crush on her though. Also thought that Lucy Lawless was China for some reason. Yeah, the wrestler China. R.I.P. I just read the other day. So I read a lot of dumb trivia, and some reason China was in the trivia. And I was like, what happened to China? I didn't realize she died. I had zero idea that she had passed away years ago. Rick Jones says she was in Battlestar Galactica. Interesting. Chandler says definitely still attracted to Lucy Lawless. She's a manly man's kind of woman. Manly man? I actually like Callisto more with them crazy eyes or Valaska, which I know I'm going into characters people don't remember. No, I remember Callisto. Um, I'm confused. She's a manly man's kind of woman. Chandler just called me a womanly man. I cannot believe that I'm here on my live stream. Me and Rick Jones, we are no longer manly men. Uh, no, I don't know. I don't know, something about her. Like, I just wasn't attracted to her. But I don't remember Velasca. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Valaska? Because it says Alaska in her name. Um, yeah, no, I don't. But I know on Hercules, he always had some pretty bad women that he was fighting on there. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Lucy Lawless. Mrs. Jones, to me at least. Chalice says, I want to name my daughter Callisto Velasca Veluria, but my wife at the time said she didn't want a child with an STD sounding name. No, I like the name Callisto. Um, I actually like that name Callisto because that was one of the main bad guys in Twisted Metal. When I first heard that name, I was like, oh, that's a dope name. And yeah, I told myself, I was like, if I have a daughter, it's gonna be Sonya Blade Callisto Castillo, which would have been cool because Callisto and Castillo would have the same letters. Not the same amount, but the same letters. Let's see. Oh, we hit the 3 hour mark. All right. So, recap. Holding hands while pooping. Fish stick tacos. Gorr. She-Hulk twerking. Megan Thee Stallion. All the figures we want. All the people we want figures of. Birth canals. Eating placenta. Eating placenta. Uh, Morlocks from X-Men. Oh, that would be. Man, they should do that. I don't want them cell shaded, but they should do that. All the Morlocks, not just Callisto. Um, Top Gun Maverick. No, I'm just kidding. I actually did see Top Gun Maverick yesterday. It's actually a pretty good movie. Now we talked about that. Top Gun Maverick. Jar Pepsi. I'm sure there's other stuff. But I do appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight. Um, Shout out to Lucky Butter for trying the fish stick tacos. Shout out to Savage Saint for trying to get it on the menu. Uh, no, but shout out to everybody popped in. Rick Jones, Chandler, Mark Rose, Olu, Mr. Jones. I think Matt Logic 44 was here earlier. Lucky Butter, Savage Saint, Jace Figs, Clockwork Orgy. Trying to think who else all was here. AZ Legends was here. Plasti was here. Trying to thank everyone. Yeah, everyone else that showed up, I apologize if I didn't call out your name. But as always, I appreciate y'all for checking it out. Hopefully, we'll have some review videos up. I found out that if I shoot video in 4K from my phone, my computer does not like it. Makes sense because it's like a 13-year-old computer. Um, so I got to figure out a way to get that footage onto my computer properly so I can do the right edits that I normally do. But we will get a video out there soon. Um, but yeah, thank y'all everyone. If y'all don't work tomorrow, have a great day off. If y'all do work tomorrow, I hope y'all get enough sleep to perform your job properly. But I do appreciate all of y'all stopping through. Thank y'all again.